policy gaps, and ensuring government discussions prioritize the national interest over short-term gains. At the heart of this national reset is the long overdue review of our Constitution. While the 1992 Constitution that has been instrumental in ensuring democratic stability, it must now evolve to meet the demands of a maturing democracy. For decades, there has been consensus on the need for constitutional reform, ensuring a proper balance of power among the co-equal arms of government, addressing inefficiencies in local governance structures, and establishing mechanisms for sustained national development. These are challenges that must be addressed with urgency. We must move beyond the idea of a constitution as merely a blueprint for power sharing. It must instead become a framework for development, one that prioritizes economic transformation, institutional efficiency, and collective aspirations of all Ghanaians. Eminent members, you must see yourselves as custodians of this process. Your insights, drawn from decades of experience in governance, law, diplomacy, business, and traditional leadership, must shape the Constitution Review agenda. This is not a task for government alone. It is a national exercise that demands the highest levels of consultation, foresight, wisdom, among others. This council has long been a space for wisdom and experience, but today we also witness a remarkable shift, the inclusion of young people in their 30s. This is uncharacteristic of the usual composition, but
live on TV as well as and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics in the 12 in all the 16 regions across the country, north, south, east, and west. In Seminyanum, Okoye and website www.myswazionline.com. Obey to me and Seminyana, or can be everywhere. On Facebook Live, Power 979. TV SWAZ online.com, Samson on Facebook, SWAZ broadcasting on radio channel, multi TV, DJ Box, Radio SWAZ 3.1. Once you be to me, Etienne Ho, Amano, Aye, or Tamale, Northern Regional Capital, Kesmi 107.1 FM, Boli in the Savannah region, in Kiligi FM, Savannah region, Funina, Yachachamo, and Boko, Source 100.1 FM, Samson, Zaps FM, Ewo Zebila, Yenuanama, wa ATN WFM Pusiga Winkpan Sampa Wende FM. If you want your Kobuno region, a tiny 90.9 FM on Soko and a Suma FM on Krankwanta. I have regional capital your Gos on 92.5 FM Krem and a Duno FM Sukremo Ewo Sankori. Vota regional capital Hoya Global 105.1 FM Sansuna Uti region stations Miensa Niwase 9.7 FM Ewo Kete Krache Sansuni Yanma Ewo Pasa FI Life Ewo KFM FM or Jasekan stations may say Nina or OT region. If you want to call London GFM radio and Fire Life Radio, United States of America, Apple 68 FM Sutia, Mo Ewo Virginia, Yunia. Yekwa Quisket, Udru, Virginia, Ewa America Mema, Onusu Kremu, Ewa Ghana this year, Yewo American Omonsu ATB, Rich FM, Ewo Asimfusu, Ewo 15 Mantemo, Sessions Dudway, Enina FH Media B, and Free Power, 97.9 FM, NR TV, SYZ. And summer and nay, Yabwa Banwa, de Ebrewa Bejafu Betem, Eye Excellency Lawyer Zita Benson, former Ghana ambassador to Czech Republic, former tourism minister, former information minister, only and Oberton and Khan, Sansuna Honorable Azik Eshama, former MP for Boom, Onoso Moberton and Khan. what you say ni din dia no hye oboja no so oboja no ye papa as the Canadian one fan kan ho a obetwa wuti ne ho kan so Eddie Judith nti ubo eye asiama na odi Judith na yedan akan ho na ho ato ne pepepe message Judith ne ho kan so ade se alternative ho den ni buemfu mu nyina ene gya se kan ye chacha mu nyina ene awie na wotwe awie ye ensem bebre na ene sisi ye na edidi mu pa na chese abrante a ye friend se abronye wa uti ni dia se abronye abrante no wode ho feka yie papa sa abrante wona ye regional chairman Edema MPP wo bono na bono regional chairman ko kan sembi say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ade se sika sombo be 550 million na chese papa yi what tabrim ya wodi ni juma na nsem ba ye na anya Ghana for de mafo ka say sa branti wa kan samfo ma enkane wo bo se eye lawyer opanyin lawyer etumi twere krata na ode akomasi adi empanifo so mo invite abranti ntoto na no enkosi hwe obo se papa yi obetwere lawyer liter obetwere enkosi hwe na abanya sesa esemfo na mudi no sa abrem no ntimi ni sa ansemfo ni biem ye resete Ghana enti emra sese emra ye adwuma wo Ghana enkane na emra enye adwuma obi tumi ekọ peja judge na konya na ya twe judge ne to asifom ade be chene o ma be kase ye kokoto a ye be fa ne obi 1800 Ghana wo be du court o se sa pepepe ne tie enkane a obi betime gina kase se stop judge no o mesia no obehu de mde be ye no insese ye betwe ni panaso ne transfer judge no sa bre ebi nsi biem Ghana ye reset Ghana ujina baby cancer for ye bechew amamra ni wadi o can sem without evidence ye bechew ye say he who alleges must prove and if persuasion force must be applied say ni de ye de mra eye adwuma abrante abronye BNI photo mo sa frɛ no na omoto mo sa frɛ no nyina na oda so te radio so dwa nenum na say eja wonim de oye ho nsɛm no akwakwesisen tweben wa fidie o mapanyi John Dramani Mahama ene council Christian council for di nhyiemu na omudidi nkomo efa agenda 111 agenda 111 na nado ese oba besi 111 hospitals no emu ba akokwa otimi wie ya na sikasai ene ibenya ansa na etimi dia complete sa agenda 111 no na hu kura hia say your hospitals adada no dia na joma mesi a wanwie no ye behwe ni asalati dia na nado so start ye ni bi ya hwene ye beboa na ana sesei ne ho ensem sitie Christian cancer ni hia ye no dia course nyina no ene ebemo ho ensem no senior ACTA na also hu senior obesi akano former chief justice you are member of the 9th council of state yamame eye justice Sofia Akufu ono so de nsem bia to Ghana for enim na ho nsem no san enetie we nyina ye nsem a yabo no ayede ebrewo abesomo na awie ekosi se no nsia ebebo na yade obekọ asante mantemu ne akwa ofin samre ensu ya timemfo ebe no ho nsem no san de sitie Asante regional minister nani abre papa Dr. Amwako Hene ya chese wajina ne naso ya wobon ho modern se de be ya illegal mining ye friend se galamsey no ye betumi atu ase kura ewo eye Asante mantemo ene mantama wodo a aka ne nyina ho nsem no etesen sabre ofin river ofin no dia na ekoso ho enura dai dia na ekoso ewo river ofin ho nyina no atankolega biga Mugabe Maase the capacity man ye ba besi nkonyan me de obekọ ho no akohu de ekoso ewo ho galamsey no omunyayo galamsey no omunyaye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wa she Ghana fobo en sabe man kofo bi entena baabi en meka ekakọ eye ofin no alovia manen mawura eye forest bi mu ewo eye numesua area ho come to subire so come to awasam na mekan ya ensu ho no mahase ese ensu no that area ho ya territory mutie mi ye ya se krama boda ma won sa ewo bolgadwem enti alovia man enfo no ya mabo erura eya sa galamsey na mo ye ewo eye numesua ne patam ho eye come to ho no mu pam ho asem a mo sesa mukuku ne mukaka ansa ne maduru ho mesane won na ma mo na awie Some pam ho asem a mo sesa alovia man mo sesa mukuku ne mukaka mfiri baabi a mo yesa makwawura ho a mo sensu e ho no mo pam ho asem a mo mfiri sa forest num as soon as possible. Me and me send one and the amamu. Me say territory honey, ahoya me territory. And men tra ho ne entra ho chira ema mon say insu a amanfo enom no. Temamufo a ewo that area, pharmacy a ewo that area no. Men tra ho ema mon say insu no. Etemo pamo ho asem a mo tsese mo kuko ne mo kaka emfiri ho ansa na me ankasa me de me na yesi ho san se me si ho a de mo pese mo behu anu na mo behu. Yes, if persuasion fails, force must be applied. Sa eye galamse na mo de awura sa area ho no mo ntwa so ansa na Mugabe Maase atankole gabiga me ame de mani ayeden adu ho. Fantastic one. And then me de mo beko eye ofin yakọ hwese di nsuo no esitie semete o mo me da me ho maba me ba ubehu ne ekoso nsama wudo ni nyina no matabirim ni nyina de braw amuzu aba clinic me ne obekọ ho saa so na sedaka se yakọ Safari Valley Eco Resort, Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, Power Specialist Herbal Hospital, Victory Garlic Mixture Free Dr. Amoakonchan and Hebron Health International School S Natural Mineral Water omusukura mu and Dr. Amponsa yene ne betwetwe nkomo ewo dwumedie no so enti mafidie no koso ya menchim ha ena sempa ne nyina no yede ewa yede ebre wo semete o mo me ba sisi ya Sase area sase e dey free eye ofin eye nsuo river ofin wo Asantema Temu na Asantema Temu eye soafo wo Asantema Temu Dr. Amoakohene abrata no wo adwuma yi papa na ye wo nipa bi o ma dwene se wo mu de wo mu besem na Asante region ankasa no wo hwe eye efiri na nado pen so senior nanado na point is ni bi wo mu mine no me va say illegal ones no kan galamsey no wo mu di wo hu wura mu party yeska eni nema no ama o ma say Asantema Temu ensu awodu a Asantema Temu nyina ye water bodies no ma say ni nyina na ye nyama mpanyina a wodwene Ghana fo ho and yet now a few people bi nipa bi omu interest in few people enye wo mo bese nsuo no mo bese nsuo no ena me de ko two areas in Asante region baako eye bia ye fra wo se eye ofin nsuo ofin sukese pa ofin river ofin no se de wo mo de eye sa machine no wo mo de horo eye wo mo tu abo ne ade na ye fra ne se champagne se hwan wo mo de machine akwakosi eye nsuo no so pe sabre ye nsuo ento no wo mu de machine no akwakosi nsuo so pe Asante regional minister sa video a me ye ma send am about 10 minutes ago ebia na wuni bi so for the benefit of the doubt no major ne say ya the amount by ya ma be 72 hours said ya was start adwuma ye e was Asantema Temu no sa akofo we yi wo mu free so no so na mamra Sante galamse eye team na task force no mumma mra mu chi wo mu as soon as possible. Yet now under this administration ya me makacho say me tna ha enhwe me senior brother His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne say si from enim guase ne baby be kame nkunim ne banso a na ekoyi a ebi be yeden ebi be kame etimi tna wo na etna wo tna say obi de order from above bi ani ba bia aban we mu sa ba bi mpanifo bi san da hase John Mahama de kan de atu dwa say na point is no obi bia wode ne ho bewura eye galamse mu no wo be yadan obeyi nadi eti Asante regional minister we de eda ohuna no ofre eni kumase eni eye ba bi ba ko na de akoso e wo hono no minim de obetimi aye Dr. Amoakohene ma wonai emma woto enimanimu ya sa nipa fun o makwa kogu eye river ofin na o mu di samone ewonso no so e de champagne no akwa akosi river ofin so no enimanimu ya anya dai yen stop wo mo me say under this administration yent now a man senfo bi ankoso de Joma Amaka say on peno ye be make sure say ye enya de be mani pia bia de mra ahye omosem na omatumi aye de omoyeso omope ye tie kasa no nkomotwetwe no de oye video no ye tie sem o de tuja
senfo we de wani mu a na no fi man kasa direct pasoro na chamfa machine tututu pasoro enura omo dia besie ofri pasoro na okọ ani nkroma na okọ amache bale ofri ho no ma na barekese da abende ho no they say die abesie andi se o man mu panyimfo de video pia bontina se man hyase ankasa amfa ho de mo ntu ho na mo dia ofin no yankopon ya de mani afi dam no mbese dam no nyina mai ebe bubu mu homa wa hanom we de nyansha ase nti ebesere mo ntempa ya ntu ho na mo mai nti sa akuafo baafo mo ha nyina nya nsuo no mbio na mpese kumase ni asantema nyina dam no so bese ase me da mo ase
asantema da ase otumfo se to otekokọ so da ase na nanu matra kwanya asantema da wase na we regional minister na megine dia mo akohene no woni ye first kan ko no office a obetime adada no anu ama obi kwaya mana koye nsamfun wi echina meba ha no ochina no ma me dia sanfofro na be den ebe brew message na me dia sanfofro na ebe free abrew every say ye be program be wie mo sana action take place Mugabe me kasa ekọ akiri we a river offing in Ashanti region sanko fo o maso ode o mayo madwene say o mo ba sa Joma mamu no ma we are ready for them me say abofra wo so ma ne maame enna na dwene no bentoa da bia se tua no to an se tua no to and mu amosoma kwa akose ye forest num ewo numasua ne patamu assemblyman awo eye come to assemblyman wadawro ma faunansi from ene eye nananum amowo eye numasua come to nana ayefunu mo famu nansi from mo stop ogofo na o mo senso ewo ho na ansa na me Mugabe matuka aduru ho muti asam na me ka kire mo no me se mo stop ogofo na senso no wo mo de eye shanfo ya kwesi nsuo no so a wo mo senso na ewo ho atemamufo no farmers na wo da area ni nyina o mo nya nsuo enom no ye nsuo ho akwa ahwe ewo sa area no eho eye ahafo anonof wo mo share boundary with eye a certificate of honorable Collins Dada ene eye ahafo anonof honorable Collins Dada ho eye eho nyina falls under eye ahafo region ba ahafo anonof no it falls under Ashanti region. Iti meka kire mo munyan no animanimu ya munyan no animanimu ya ansa na me kasa mesema ya dai matuka ade aduru ho sanse meduru ho a anya papa mamo yes yesitani anani emrade nya bi ni mosini ba wo ana se mo pe baabi ade mo sabe mo sanfo a enya baabi a eho ye mi area me kasa ho ye mi area wo aso ni tie ne tie ni ye atankole gasini anu wako ba ketwa na tie ase yes eti manimu ya message Joma Maase galamse no ompe Joma Maade Joma mpe no Mugabe so mpe Ghana for so dodo na mpe eti wo hwe se yesi galamse se a ono bu Kofi Bua wa Lands and Natural Resources Minister ono so Kofi Bua ofia na mbele ono so mpe wotumi mu na pa galamse ya mpe galamse o na nado na pa galamse a wotumi tena wa hwe han ema eye Brem River ene adane no Brem River adane no John Mahama wo fie nyansa no wo so mpe galamse 1% point is no so wo bia be galamse titie na tie ni yie baby a wonam na bia na hot man na wonim last 2 weeks me ko Kumase me ba me dura nyina mu no ne ba hunu sa sela no galamse no enya ade se bi mayo madwene so mu bejai sasa shanfo na ya de ya ade no miduru asama tanfo no mu modu bi ewo ho ade ti no se basa ade ti ena o se basa mami free way well National Intelligence Bureau were NIB over the weekend. Abranya some of the court no me pese etie sansem no.
The man mumpanyi for the other
we have. And a president he called Germany. Obia or see obem make it source of expenditure. A beba from all Germany. 26 delegation and this is for Nadine Chikoi. Obia $5,000 per diem. Una utio, una tiefo.
Nanu
yoko Germany. Official delegation this for yes so Fradico Germany. Omo nipa 26. Abani mabia $5,000.
As then per diem.
Per diem. Omo koja former President Mahama. Omo koja nti Ghana for atua. Nipa ba ko bia o $5,000 per diem. 4 times nipa 26. And Crawford ye revoke your appointment. Ye nuanu mabubu afuo wo meboa. O be labor act ya. E say ye mo 1 man.
In fact, I don't pay criminal mo din komo.
On say omu jai on host no so aka ho bi. I don't blame untumi na okasa ye mewa. Eya untumi mo check TV station mami. Mo play video ni bi mami sre mo bebre. Mo play video ni bi mami.
And a president he called Germany. Obia or see obem make it source of expenditure. A beba from all Germany. 26 delegation and this is for Nadine.
Yeah. Movement TV. Sam George, I am money ko. Said you know one an ye no. Sa na Yesu ma ye no so be. Someone will say, "Who's no ti ho no hwenu no kasa wo." And was say $5,000 each per them. Nana Kufa do tia say. What the delegation to kwan ministers ni ade to kwan a ho kwan say wotu omo pay them ma. But as to how much will be was say unya no, which eno dey mean to me nchire. But Mr. Host, what you wanna or kasa no, what to me amana provide evidence bia wo. Eno an say o kasa sa. Sambre na twamo. Sambre na we okotena Oman FM. Okotena aye untumi. Se movement no so untumi de na bia. Some folk anu mudi. Sambre no etwam. Akwa bi so omo friend say wo hene bo what they saying. Enya de wo omo da bia wo hene wo bibi wo hene. Massa. Be yesterday. So yana mo kan sema enim mutimi provide evidence bia ye fro se be kan na wote wona wo say president ni din masa national security for ene eye NIB nka ni BNI we me so ba mo nhye no jarabia without pito na mo mie kania ni sini so ono a wonam ne ka so mpie nkofie kwa ohun kwan next time o kasa o be very careful. Ye reset Ghana be bia ye sanitize airways ni so cancer phone ye beche wo kasa without evidence ye beche wo ne de wakogina court no wayi ano sansan phone atwam sa era no atwam ye move on. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene anupeya wone eye Christian Council for ACI na ni nyina no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama momote ase agenda 111 na omo Christian Council for so omo no homode no ntumi complete no enye asem bone nemom no se betimi a complete sa hospitals na nanado ehya ase a 111 no ba kokura no head etimi anwie memfa se ba ko no wie no kwa anye papa bia ntaka 110 ene kakra obi ono no be share ne bo so basi 111 hospitals e de ama Ghana for no ba kokura wa etimi ansi anwie papa bi na Christian Council for say omuji joma medi so hwe no ntimi nwie sa project no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say betimi awie sa project na je say o man no yenya 1.7 billion US dollars omo criticize the previous administration no see it me commission hospitals without even impact any nneɛma ɛwɔ so kumu nyinaa na binim yentie ne ekoso.
When I was president, I made a statement that we're going to move to a situation where if the missions have a hospital in an area, we're not going to come and compete with the mission by building another hospital. We would rather use the resources to improve the mission hospital so that they provide service. Unfortunately, that was not followed in Agenda 111. So there are many places where you have a mission hospital. We could have used that money to upgrade the facilities in the mission hospital. Government has gone to start a hospital, has not been able to finish it, and they are sitting there, some at foundation level, some at lintel level, and so many of them, almost 90 hospitals. We need 1.7 billion to be able to complete the hospitals. The one that they said they commissioned, there's nothing in it, just one hospital. They finished the structure, but there's not even a bed in the hospital. And so we discussed it a bit in cabinet, but the Minister of Health is going to come with a paper to see what we do. You know, I believe that if some of the missions are interested, we could get them to finish the hospital and manage the hospital and provide the service, you know, so that government who can find it to be a mix. We can also raise money and finish some, but the mission hospitals too can take some and complete them and run the hospital.
Very well. Well, mo NDC ba bema na atu munka. Christian Council no NDC ba bema na atu munka. I'm not here to fire them. They are men of God. NDC ba bema ana muhunu se agenda 111 na ewie ye. Kufa do wo ho a mo betu no fo. Sam otem sika na odi si ohwiegu odi tu amena odi tu swimming pool ewo eye ya no hina no he ya se national cathedral na moti wo man kawe charter flight no de namwiem one ma se waburu ni mu man kawe afede mutufu eyeye se ewie agenda 111 na eyeye abra na mo Christian Council mo wo ho ena aye aferi military hospital na na do agya ma na kanwuram ye ko se wua agya ma na kanwuram ye ko aye de say kumawu akanwuram abetifi akanwuram na Christian Council na mo Ghana wa yankopon hwe nyina ho ohwe ye nyina di hu papa onye eni di hu no kura wo so onka no enyina ebebu konta ewo agya nanim. One day beba that day be your judgment day. Accountability will be a bebu nothing. Send in your city. How about an idea now? Yeah, who papa no kind, who bonnet no kind. Na maybe beside you. A baby bar, and you who you're too monka. A baby so bar, and you're silent and too yantere. Yakopon hay, and then my me a justice of Ayakufu. Me say Ghana for Beke on an former Chief Justice. Now somehow they are two justice, so a member of the 9th Council of State. Yeah, one more chairman, any opinion, Right Honorable Duajaho, a former Speaker of Parliament. Now somehow me a justice for Yakufu, Edia two Ghana say, Sir, a 9th Council of State members see, Womo Bayi, Womo Juma Pepe to man penyo fo, baby a 1 year no more man ko di obeye beboa wo man enu no omo betu no fo se onye na wo mo de omo meye yesa bia wo yesa bia ni ho a omo ba beye omo be omo contribution kama said de be betimi aso aba na aboa temamfo wo emem ye maame Sophia Akufu.
Nobody should expect this Council of State to be a bunch of yes people. Herd with a herd mentality, just following along, but being serious and steady and critical and applying utmost integrity to what we will be doing, because If you recall, His Excellency the President, when he was making his remarks, one of the points he made is that the Council of State, as envisaged by the Constitution, is not intended to be a partisan institution. It's made up of people with experience, and it is set up to enable the President, whenever he needs advice, to be able to take advice and to trust their advice, even if it's not binding on the President. He should be made up of people whose advice he will respect and therefore take into serious consideration before finally coming to his decision. For me, one of the primary things is simply the constitutional review, the need for constitutional review, because in that area I have a number of views which I think in IEA presentations I've made quite clear, and those are quite sufficient to keep us busy for a while we come up with other ideas as well. You know, there's also and that one too, from the pronouncements of the President, things are happening now. What should be our policy on our natural wealth, our natural resources, the thing that's under our ground, which we don't feed, we don't seed it, we don't feed it, and which belongs to us totally. But when it comes to making use of it, we allow ourselves we position ourselves to be exploited. I'm using that word very advisedly, because when you read about systems and formulae used some over 10 years ago in other jurisdictions, you keep asking yourself, why are we still doing it like we are in the days of Governor Gagisberg? You wonder, and you end up with really pathetic towns where a valuable mineral has been extracted for years, for decades, sometimes more than a century. And when you think of the amount of gold or diamond or whatever has been mined all those years, and you look at what it has done to the town, you ask yourself, what went wrong somewhere? Why? And we need to, that's something that needs to be seen to. I don't think that, I'm more for reforming it, revising it, I'm not too decided on that personally, but some are of the view that the Council of State should, in fact, even be converted into a second legislative chamber, so that matters like the finances of the country, defense, those particularly key areas, they have a say in it before it is finally decided. And then, of course, one would have to also come up with a formulation which will ensure that even though they are there, they are still not there in a partisan capacity, but as because otherwise you might end up like some countries that we know, who can become rubber stamps of the chief executive. I think this matter of ex gratia is one of I believe, policy. And I have not actually delved into the rationale for the current policy. Yes, I think it might be something that simply, sometimes we just get into certain practices and we just do it. So, because the Council of State also comes under the Article 71 office holders, and that I don't know how to say it. That's a group of people. It's really the outcome of it's really the recommendations which get made by the committee that the president sets up under the article. That is what has generated all of this. For example, throughout the time I was actively on the bench, the 24 years I was on the bench, no one was expecting any ex gratia, anything. All you know is that at the end of your service, there were certain recommendations.
Yaba me Sofa Ekufo, former Chief Justice, and former Attorney General, former Chief Justice rather, Ona Motene Kano, were a member of the Ninth Council of State, Ona Denisem Atu Edwahaya TVS was at a power 97.9 FM. Na Monday, the 24th of February 2025. Well, Yabako Dr. Ambonsa on Edwada, na Yanon Yakona Suya Yetin and Komotri. Na fe yaba besin konya ne digest issues ni nyina sadaka sen koma Victory Garlic Mesa kodwaso ne pebinom na mwa mamoja ntimi ni pedwe no afrisa ne yie ma ho South na power specialist about hospital ye ma me adu ya wasebra o na hepatitis A B C D onyin free ho ma ho no mpe no enyina ne na so kompo onyin free ho ma ho fibroid no so onte ne te emfa ma ho Safari Valley Eco Resort weekend okwaji weni ewo ho akwanya sa ho wiki mu no bowura hwai na wura ho abon say yes ye wo area bi a wildlife experience ya ho ene baby a the whole of West Africa wo benya no for any chire ho ewo dew na so to me ko chele amuzu ba clinic de amuzu garlic bitters na e de eboy Hebron Hills International School was excel and Shan Media of the Nsawam Road Ogan West almost so etayechina S natural mineral water was simply natural you mako nyina da roma any Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, almost the medical capsules at the Tayachi Airboy and Aviae. Dr. Amponsa.
Obibiara wutie me ene anwumre medin de Dr. Amponsa me free Dr. Amponsa Herbal Hospital ene nam enunti program we mesrawo na wo de wafidie no afemme na watie bi pa na ebeboa wo ebeje wo nkwa Dr. Amponsa Herbal Hospital ye boa oman Ghana enipa ewo mu nyina enunti nipa biara wo yare ene wa yare sa aba ene enebe ende enunti bomoden na tie program no ensam a meka afa nipadua no ho eye yare bi a ye frɛ no typhoid fever first time because on my way no yensu no na yenua ne die no said ye etie no nti ama typhoid ate se ewo man mu nyina enunti medical a kyerɛ said ye typhoid te na se wo obi a na ntemo a wahwehwɛ Dr. Amponsa Herbal Hospital. Dr. Amponsa Herbal Hospital ye was Spintex Accra nyina Greater Accra obeba Spintex Coastal Junction udru taxi rank hwa busa taxi for no say uhwe Dr. Amponsa na wabeje wayaresa obi beka se doctor ene typhoid no say neti typhoid fever eye yare a eye wa symptoms ya obehuni etoda obeti se otipa o kakra eho na okon agene said ye oso enema no etoda na wachi nkasa ye wo ya etoda na waye mre oho namu etubudwan wo anase oho eye week woyam repa wo onipaduanom etoda woyam tin kakra constipation etoda so ana woyam ahwie said ye wafa afaduru a woyam ahwie no typhoid ye wa etoda bo sa onipadua nyina eye wo se ubewu adebechi so no na wote ho enti typhoid fever eye yare bi a ewo oman we mu pa na echew na wonimu a ebi obeka se eye malaria nanso enye malaria typhoid eye yare bi a tackle force enti typhoid ye emam panimfo ne panimfo a omo ewo money purse mu no a ebetumi achi obi ama na akasa oye bayifo minam ku asumasi nanso onye bayifo bia na yare a ye friend typhoid na ache no a eye ne saa etumo ma ne ye confuse onipadua ne nyina ebetumi ama wan kasa behu se wanhwe kro obekasa obi ato aduro anase bayifo bi na eku nanso na ente saa yare a ye friend typhoid fever na symptoms ebi no etoda yare bi nso ewo ho a ye friend hepatitis B eno ne typhoid no se symptoms no because yana hepatitis B no eta free typhoid mu ba eta free jaundice mu ba eta nso free malaria mu ba na esan sa hepatitis B no yare a echewa etumu jo yafu yare pa etumu ma wo chest wo bo etumu wo ya te sadia obi wo ho a otwene mu na ne mu toto ntentem wo ho ntentem wote sa entemo a check sa yare emame na wo bo ataya wo ya ntentem etu se wo bo no mu because emo no ta tena wo liver ene o lance no mu enti etu ma wakoma ho wo ete se de ede mpan ye bi ahyehye wo bo wote sa entemo a bra Dr. Amponsa Herbal Hospital na yemo wo mame eya na yare bi ewo ho a meka se nipadua mu kuro anasa body inflammations no egu ahodo pa na yare ekum nipa mpo se yato obi din sa wo HIV anasa wo yare we
okay
sa enipadua mu kuro yi obi wo ho a ekuro tumo ba ne yam na as se ne brebo wo ba Dr. Amponsa ho a yebekukuro na ewo wo yam no nyina na ye me wo machine bi wo ye friend of magic machine enipa biara wote asase so se we use magic machine because ebema o blood cells ni nyina be ye brand new
okay
ena se obi wo ho a wanya ekuro aba ne system num ama na chika sei eye ne ya ne mfe eye ne ya ne konwachi ye ne ya ne tidwa no eye kuro na wo mo say ya the magic machine sini so a just 20 minutes na pains na jai
wow
yeah because our quality cells ni nyina e basa ne ya manipa na ekura duro yare no mabiem ene ye won krofo bebre wo ho a wanya sisi yare ye fra bibi osteoporosis spondylosis osteoarthritis eyankasemu eyare ene entinimu eyare sa yare we ena chew eje ubetumi anya bibi abroni fra no sciatica sciatica no so wo 19 na wo 19 ni nyina ya wo ya na nipa no wo sudi areho ma me papa we Dr. Amponsa Herbal Hospital me the machine bi aba machine din the magic machine and it is magic machine so wo ba eye na juma short time so nipa no wo yare bi a ye friend diabetes num say ya ye the sin ye funu so na ya collect the pancreas no so the pancreas no ho tono a oni diabetes biem sa na tie se de nyame ye nipa no diabetes West Africa nyina me ne best
okay
eno nti be pesa me kire atiefo nyina se so wo yare a si kire yare a eya na bebre nim se eye yare bi a tese wutu nya na hwe ma me kire wade bi nyame bo nipa no obo bibi to yam a friend pancreas pancreas no na djuma a oye nyina ne se onya asikire wo yam anase wudidi dipa bia wudidi wie na aduane no ya adwuma na esa ebedane sugar sa sugar no na nipa emau energy sa sugar no ye friend insulin na sa asikire ya ameka ho asemi se edane wie a pancreas no na de ya adwuma mawo na amau energy ahoden enti bi wo ha wanya osa na che won so nti affecting the pancreas no ti pancreas no nya adwuma e basa asikire do be fa bojam na ya ka kire nipa no se owo yare a ye friend diabetes so wo ba Dr. Amponsa Maase ya me the machine no be su yafunu so na ma collect pancreas no e basa pancreas no ya adwuma wi a eno a be yi asikire akọ mojam dia ya adwuma e basa o jare diabetes bi sa na tie ena nkrofo bi bo wo ho a yare bi to say stomach ulcer peptic ulcer chronic ulcer gastric ulcer ne nyina ye kuro oba ye be kunu ama wo ye wo yare bi acha wo so pe na ama blood cells na awu okay so blood cells no wu a woni padu yare blood cells na nwu anwia wontum nwu ba na se enye accident dia obetumi awu ba se enye accident a eje wo cells ni nyina wu awie ansa na watumi awu obi wo ha wanya na koma aye laage akoma na aye laage no akoma no mu cells no yare onyo okay aji ye the machine sine so
magic machine no
ya na ye collect na koma no na koma no be yesa de nyame ye no eno ano no ayesa yesi obi yare bp bp me kabri bi asa o doctor na o hwe no bi sanse bp kura ne hwan bp bibi na de ba eno ti se bibi bia eni uso o haw bia ni uso wotumu nya bp yare eno ne na ahema ade a enipa nim eti obi wo se doctor yesi me wo bp me fa duro BP aduro na wofa na eno ne de he e wo se ansa na ubenya BP yare no ada se wakoma ayenlaage wo koleti akoma na uni BP biem se bia wo wuntini no mu asisi a wo bie mu a uni BP biem se wo yo obi akuro wo wuntini mu a wo BP ba kosoro ukum kuro no a uni BP se wonya diabetes a BP ba kosoro utiti diabetes na BP ba fom eno ti diabetes sa BP ya ye ka ho asemi enemo bebre na de ba eti ye kolete ade kro no a ede BP no brewo na je se wonni BP biem
okay
sa na tie ena nkrofo bebre enso wo ho a wo se wo burning sensation ahohyehye pa se wo ho na mu hyehye edwan o me mo just 20 minutes ma biem
magic machine
yeah
na entemo wo he
ye was Spintex Coastal Junction taxi rank wo se nipa no wo ba wo de bia na wo ba bi ti se circle anasa wo La Paz nam side baby obenya Spintex car ena wo temanom ne just a central region no ma baby obeba besi station bia busa Spintex car wo furu aka kire mate ni se obesi wo Coastal Junction usi wo ho busa taxi for no so re Dr. Amponsa Kumase ye wo hwim Tigo Junction taxi rank hwa uduru wo pe busa taxi for no so re Dr. Amponsa ena won so a wo sunwane ye wo new VR na yesi wo koto krom kwa no so sunwan de magic machine no yemfa bi nko ho eti sa wo hia magic machine de age wo ba Kumase na won so a wo central region nyina no mo beba Accra na yahwe aboa mo ma mo ho atomo emma o mo hia awo nso so no ye ho twins kra na pa onsa ebeka
eti bo number na ne
mame mo numbers no hia me pa eni ti se wo de wo ntumi a record ntem emma me wo be frɛ 0243 11 0875 0243 11 0875 and 027 85 99 611 027 85 99 611 sa lines we nyina ofra abrochirefo no momfrɛ ne yemidi kan boy 0243 110875 eno ye WhatsApp esa ye calling number yare bia ma modi wo ha no bo modi na bra yare amenya hu aduro ye ba ko pe ye frɛ no cho
okay
eye sabio be ma hwe wa ye kese na apart from eno yare bia ra akutia no hwe Dr. Amponsa Herbal Hospital na ye mo wa because Dr. Amponsa je so ma me say wa yare safi
Mesi menana no aguru basa abi bragro tibedu emle no na ma premaye hojo.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye di agro na ye sa eduru mre bi kra na me ba no timede omo be gumi so weekend no.
Hey, memre.
Hey, eno ntina me ka kire o say ya no medi garlic capsules. Poso nyina ebesisi so kama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well.
Medi garlic
Capsules, yes. Medi garlic capsules.
Oh,
Medimosis garlic capsules. Wa mamoja di nipadua mu afurusani yi na esiesie oba ne barima mahona wodin. Ubenya edroyi bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy store frɛ yɛn wɔ 050-349-4885. Edroyi enya mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medimosis wunni how FDA agidwe di nkra to yi ato.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have yourself.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Welcome back from the commercial break, live on TVSYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM and all our affiliate stations across the country. And Monday, the 24th of February 2025 in the year of our Lord. Your Excellency, Lawyer Zita Benson, former Tourism Minister, former Information Minister, and former Ghana Ambassador to Czech Republic, Ewoha, your Honorable Azik Daniel Kwesi Ashiama. Azik Daniel Kwesi Ashiama, former member of Parliament for Boom constituency in the Oti region. And also Ajina Kwenya Ewaha. Penifo mienu ena sabre enu ba besim kwenya na yetumi adwendwen oman ho ne wose yedito se de beya oman ne betimi akọ anim. Ifiri sabre kopim se no nsia ebebo ansa na nwumre no nsia kase ebo yede abrewo no nkomotwetwe na inside politics jumedie na wadawroma yede ebrewo. Ladies first into my menu about excellency Lawyer Zita Benson Akwaba. Lawyer.
Thank you.
We can net is saying.
Nyamiado. BBI okay. Ene de guy abapa.
Mama chele be na maba yo.
No.
See your power.
Who say to me whom even the air we breathe has changed since NDC came to power.
When you need different.
A different cry. Who to me who say at this work a CB if so. Yeah, we are all at peace.
Fantastic.
We are all at peace.
A diet me that.
Yeah, the tyrant is gone.
The tyrant is gone. I like that. Vindictiveness.
Yeah, it's gone.
Magana for femono.
Yeah.
One now, sorry, now, but say, way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oche and Pepe.
Fantastic. I mean, Honorable Daniel. Kwesi.
Ashama.
One father can answer you.
Isaac. And Judith.
Judith, your wife. Until Honorable. We can say.
Oh, we can be a Chromebook also. And I think it's a great opportunity for me to meet Her Excellency today.
Wow. What's your?
Until one move here in every Excellency. Yeah.
I wouldn't have by now. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think that today the second time I'm share with you.
No. Zita. No, Zita. The former National Women Organizer. Kokono.
And that was last week, right?
But I know the meaning.
Oh, it's your first
time.
But
we met somewhere. But the post no na. The position no na.
When you packet to
say want to me be say why. And you when you say
information minister under President Maase. Former tourism minister.
Oh yeah. It's a big pleasure. It's a big pleasure.
Yeah, my pleasure.
President Mahama.
Yeah.
Still counting. Corona kwemu kura eba.
As a sembrantem.
Esie bi nam kwemu ba.
A sembrantem.
Nyame ni hene.
That is one thing. One thing who has in the bonne kama. Fantastic.
Because Moga, why should you be given a position? You are qualified for that position and you are to do a neat job. Then at the end of the day, you see free no problem.
No.
So why should they give you that position?
No.
At the end of the day, say 4 years or 10 years or a year, problem or it means you are not fit for that position. That is it.
One more homework is sakeo. Your phone call baby for your mouth second chance.
I said, me can plane because say a micro move
exactly.
That is it. That is where we have a disciplined and effective, productive society.
Pero production team monya sa galam say video no ready mame the omode champagne akosi river offense so enra no monya sa video no ready mame na honorable Kofi Boa wutie me very well na fe no Asante regional minister sabre wuti TV ho yemfa no nhyɛ ase His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say ade ye ne chiwade eye galamsey. It's not against a mining no, but ye was ye no kwam papa so. Ne se ye de samfan be kwa akosi river ofen so. Sa river ofen e mamanfo nsuo nom areas bebrebe e wo Ghana ha. Ne ye say obi no ono ne interest nti obesai or the samfan be kwa akosi so obi atimenya no hwe obesai no. John Mahama said a point is, Ubi Bia or Bayer Galamsey Bia or Bepamo. Yakwa Asante region. Na Yakovedi Yakoso Ewo River Ofen. Mumietum,
I know of Mankasa direct. Pastor, na chamfan machine to. I know of him Mankasa was your forward yet. When you more. I know of him Mankasa direct. Pastor, na chamfan machine to do. Enura omude abesie ofri pasura na okọ ani nkroma na okọ amache bale ofri ho no mara barakese da abande ho no they say die abesie andi se o man mpanyifo de video pia bontina se man hyase ankasa amfa ho de mon tu ho na mo de ai ofen no yankopon ya de mani afi dam no mbese dam no nyina amai ebe bubu mo homa wa hanom we dey nyansha ase nti ebesere mo ntempa ya muntu ho na momaye nti sa akuafo baafo mo ha nyina nyansuo no mbio na mpese kumase ni asantema nyina dam no so besa ase medam ase
Oh, I'm sure free Honorable Zita Benson. Her Excellency. Said the ball rolling.
Thank you, Mugabe. Sa galamsey we wa ho. Da ye betumi ayende ne no. Che say say me kwa sorry na makoma Thanksgiving. Na a big problem. It was a major campaign issue. Ye nyina ye condemn ye. And I believe that as a party and as a government, no, okay, no position as a party, we took a stand on it. That when we come, we will streamline it. You know, the whole thing must be legalized. And just say a way bar or who water body we are, no the champagne as a no more friend, no the akusim, you know, free for all. It's John Mahama's government is not going to be free for all this time. The laws will work. The problem with Ghana, I have seen so far, and I say laws are available. We have the laws in place. However, no implementation of the law, no, and no a problem because in Krofona or implementing law, no, they are all compromised. Why did Major Mahama die? The young man who was lynched by galamseyers. Is this what Major Mahama died for? Is this? I mean, you know. Nobody wanted to take responsibility, but then as time went on, we realized say it wasn't just the galamsey people, even the military that he was working with, soldier for now on your mo eye jumano no they were behind it. Yet you almost come Majiska from galamsey for you, and he didn't know, and a victim. Eno mo bo no mudi ku no me enye se me be kai ne family omo ya omo fanche me na sometimes I believe that he sacrificed his life, not willingly, but the two no he shouldn't have lost his life at all, but they sacrificed him, and his life and death must have meaning. You cannot just lose such a young man. And then at the end of it, the reason why he died, it's the thing is still ongoing. It's not worth the death that Major Mahama went through. And see, I know, say our president John Mahama would ensure, say Major Mahama's death would mean something. People who engage in galamsey, and like I said, Onono was a victim. He was innocent. He didn't know, say he was working with wolves. Because not knowing say special committee nanado omo setting no mo friend saying there was a name for it. The na Charles Bisu da no. Anas Koye it was a special task force. Anas Koye the investigation they found out say right from the people, the task force that had been set up they were the ones who were enabling galamsey for you. And they were taking bribe from them. The soldiers had been compromised. The policemen had been compromised. Recently, it came out say former chief of staff, ye Mame Frima. You say Nimbakra were concessions. One of the rivers more Omutu Gold. And see, just say Nagalamsey it was not just people doing it. It was the people in power themselves. There was a fight between a company and Wuntumi mining. Omwako forest ni mo 2-year forest taking our gold for themselves. Obviously say Wuntumi to me Kotina radio station no cra gold bars. No they trying say I have these gold bars.
Now can you Operation Vanguard?
Operation Vanguard. Share now a gold bars. No say gold way. Maybe gold in here be done no or the nina disrespect to the people because our gold no won't to me and ya a natural resource that has been put in trust in the president and in government for the people. Inti se wu tuwa sa natural resource na ye gold na wu tu no. It should be beneficial to us all as Ghanaians. Na wunkwa uko tu na abetina radio so na ukra a gold bars na udi rabe na face say wako tu ye gold na ye wodia na we skeni wunye skeni we evi. Wunye skeni we evi. Wako wi ye gold bars na wunkwa wudi. But you see, I don't blame people like Wuntumimu because in our society, we respect people who have money. We don't even question where the source of income is coming from. No, want to be the gold bar nature, and if I say want to be crab, or names as our gold bar, or meneno dia, and a nipa bako akofa money. Until we start thinking properly, people, politicians will continue to take advantage of us. In Syria, okay, there almost 30 and pay the one you just played, the video you just played. Nipa no mo de chamfa na ko see river no so. According to the person who is narrating in the video, or say it's close to a dam, and I believe that it's a source of water for us. It's a water dam, and I could see ho. Enti mo ho no kra nka by now area of Hofo nka was say by now you mo pamo mo free ho because omo pollute sa isuo na with mercury omo the chemicals ebegum mercury and a cyanide ema cancer deadly ekwa system mo you cannot be healed. Enti they are going to poison a whole water body serving a whole community and yes area nepe because I don't know that dam, I don't know which areas it serves, but I'm sure it serves millions of people in that region. It's selfishness moko too gold na mo de chamfire kosim close to a water dam. Is you know a running water bodies kind of say tributaries they meet into ebe running into each other. Running to each other na akoto nsuo papa na ye de be serve Ghana for no, then what will happen? We will all be poisoned. Even aduane ye bedi kra is poisoned because nsuo na farmers no befa from sa polluted river body no e de akọ water lettuce and a cabbage and a carrot wo bedi no is poisoned water. And don't think say that poisoned water has not gone into that vegetable. And no tina your friend is saying international bodies nowadays they don't even accept food exports that comes from Ghana because almost say our food is poisoned. Wow, into we are not able to export we are not able to export our and the Jomama the name and then another cocoa production went down. Why did cocoa production went down? Because farmers say omobre and sanomonyeska na galamsey for the bar na yabe offer muska for the land. And see the obe bread for years, if you are 5 years obe titi cocoa no, and the obe ton the cocoa a full no, and the ama galamsey for and see cocoa production, which is a major crop foreign exchange ender for Ghana no, it went drastically down. Ivory Coast Ivory Coast bepaye ho ananado ema sisi akra matise omo deka cocoa board edeka because galamsey interfered in cocoa production. Ghana is known for its cocoa production, but because of galamsey it affected our cocoa production. And I believe say as a government we have to look at the the constitution of the Minerals Commission, how is the setup, look at the laws, see how we can implement, get the illegal galamsey it means illegal miners, get the illegal miners, put in stringent measures. Yechew say who ye illegal mining alias aka galamsey now. There should be serious punishments for these people because they are not only destroying our water bodies. When they finish, they don't restore the environment. And the forest reserve, when they finish, they don't restore the environment. This week, me to say, Lance Minister, or say, most of our forest reserves have been destroyed by galamsey, and it is like I said, the people just did not move into our forest reserves. They were empowered by politicians. Obekaya Mugabe during COVID na say obi antene fie no na papa we na environment minister Professor Frimpong Boateng atama na ye nyina ye wo fie na ye feel say COVID abaye say obi antene fie no sa time na ne ba boy and forest nim all to gold. And it came out, and he had given his son, the minister had given his son, I don't know how the boy got the concession, but the minister's son was found mining in our forest reserve with what? With the friend is saying excavators na ayera no under that minister they confiscated about 500 excavators. Till date we don't know where those excavators went. And see, not knowing say almost easy excavators from Kofona no more who concessions no more fa excavators no more easy from Kofono no one kasa the call ahead. That is the kind of government we had under Nanado. That is the kind of government we had. And see, I'm pleading with His Excellency, say as promised, we have to ensure, because one of the promises that we also made, say we are going to restore the water bodies back to its natural state. And I also saw a video, I think was it the River Pra or something, that was being restored. I have faith in His Excellency, and I know, say yes, and I know, say the water bodies are going to be restored, and I know, say he will not tolerate any illegal mining. Inti mo amode sa sham finance den akosi sa river no so no munkoyi, because we will not sit down under this NDC government and watch you destroy our water bodies. His Excellency is one who believes in providing essentials for the people of Ghana, essentials like water. And because he believes in providing water, and see a salient plant no water. Someone who builds water plants for his people will not sit down for you to destroy the water plants that we have. We have, exactly. I know, say he would go after them. They are there. The Minister for Lands and Forestry, whoever is in charge, Minister for Environment, go in there and go and confiscate whatever is on that water body right now, because we don't want it to get out of hand to the extent, say, after na yebe fight yomu, and then lives like Major Mahama will be lost in the fight. In my experience in Ghana, when people start something illegal and you don't stop them, baku ko siswa baku ba be join it is squatters na ye walk around our major streets baku ba na or the kiosks be si ho na yan yina mfiri ho a the next minute na ubo say ni kromfo nyina abe joining no ewo ho, and then it's difficult to get rid of them. So we have to nip it in the bud as soon as possible before it becomes a situation that we cannot handle as a government.
Very well, Her Excellency, Lawyer Zita Benz, live on TVS was and also on Power 97.9 FM. Your first Emma Victory, a year garlic missa, na so Dr. Amwakon, when a dear do papa diaba idasuo. Victory garlic missa, when you be now on a boy, papa, a manum, a memanum, a woman, the peduani, Jan and Naso Branny. Will be on Nantica Caribbean or Teso on Antiosu. Anansi achemensa na wansa yetitriti wona yetitriti enam se mojanti ni peduanum afusani yenti no eno na ma wonya saa experience no nemom se wonya Victory garlic mesa ni bi na wonno ma eboa siesie ni pedua no kama oyo penfo dia mesro menko ho wonya mfie dunsia ekọ nenim a obetimi annum bi anopa enwumre se de be ye ni pedua no ebetimi agina ne na so boa ma wo so utumi didi ye boost immune system no ema bibia ekọ nkan kama edeboa blood circulation said be a muja so betimi di ni peduanum afrusa ne yie no pebinenom na tumi aboa ye papa pharmacy shop herbal shop bia wo Ghana ha de ben Victory no bubra ho udura obenya bi obia ne se wo pe Victory garlic missa tidini yi Victory garlic missa na wo de woni kire eye okansi drug liner ho Kenswalk ene herbal shops akese ni nyina ne pharmacy shops nyina no obenya bi ato ho fe Dr. Amwakon na one ne ntwetwe nkomo on 0242 545633 0242 545633 and 0201 293280 0201 293280 offer Dr. Amwakon obejo so na Victory garlic missa no dudu obi a wo pe bia obema wonsa aka na kufado na point is ya BNI for every wo munse mu nyina no menya list ni nyina me nyina ebe ma na so ho ni ekoso BNI ho de angels no omoda ho ti bibi tofom say ke na angels no e de aba ma me ko eye Mr. Isaac Daniel Akwasi Ashiama me mana kwa aba na afei yentie ono so ne side entie ne submission on that galamsey hun sensem no joma ma say na point is no obi bia obi wuram bi obi yiwadi honorable Kofi Bua ono so sector minister lands and natural resources ono so chese Ghana fo nyina moa ne fight illegal mining. Over to you.
Yeah. Moga meda wase. Ena micha etiefo ni ahwefo ni nyina ena micha me excellency Zita. Yeah, ene Muga susu ni ona mu pian fidie wetire. Muga on say adibia uya etiamra no ye fro criminal. That is it in this country. Uye galamsia, you are a criminal before the law. Uye smuggler, sir. Uye armed robbery, sir. So these are a group of people, a constitution krano, empel Ghana. Ubi say, amavobi, yenuanuma, ebiamu, ewo, countryside, no kokawea, o na gold krano, yetu na yede, nyeye kasi se ni se. Ekwe amu faso etu gold no. Edi ohaw edi bagana. Adentina yembetina ha enkasa enfa Anglo Gold Ashanti ho. Because they are doing the right thing. And other mining companies ewo Ghana no, they are doing the right thing. Ghana ni sa ususu betu golda. Obi ansi ukwan, but make sure you do the right thing. Eba musena beko akuji license. And then you want an easy way out. And you say, Ubekwa Kotosh and fine. Now they are seeing so. Now to gold, they are show but who saying you? These are the issues on the table. Ye can want some say. SSA nina yenye anokro na yen kasa entias ansem no. And that is what we are doing right now. Moga, media the MSRS say. NDC about power. Honorable Omanibu Ama, you are the Minister for Defense. Honorable Ama Kofi Bua, Lands and Natural Resources. Honorable Mutala Mohammed, Minister for what? Science and Environment. Do get right. Then we move to Honorable Mutaka, Interior Minister. Hey, semuni pa ekukudam nai.
Defense come.
I'm the account number one.
Okay.
Honorable Manibuama.
Thank you.
Now, say, ye kase a man for an agana for binu say your maya. Nipa na akukudama omujina sector ministries anwa. Moon to me and kuntiamwa. Then we should be ready to say that the rebels have taken over our country. That is what we should say. Because we need to stop these people. And stop them immediately. And then how Mugabe now better hanawuka. At least by now the soldiers should be there. When did I come?
Soldiers, that's my area. Tepa.
When did I? When did I be mukau? The only excuse made to me say Ebia government no nyanse tianwe. But these four personalities, we want to see proper show. Okay, we want to see proper show. Soldier for muti krom ha. Yeto petrol ni diesel good peace go at omuti ha yedin. Enu ti kwa na meka say soldier ni bia ni police via munkodo. Because ever since I was born, I've never seen a war in this country. Soldier for kwakum. Unless outside country edio moko. So therefore, when we have these soldiers mi homu mi bohua ena obi ye galamse. And now we to be catching and say nine forest reserves no obian to be in coho. So are you telling us these people are stronger than the Ghana army, Ghana police? 9. No, I can't just take this. I can't believe that. So we need to stop these people. Let us stop them. You know, the government is bringing a new policy and strategy to gold. Na emrante ni mbaba wa mwo samiamiano. But in this particular way, as I say, I want to say, we are in the dry season. And now, Obia no open the second, or sad the machine kosi in Sokitiwa Akano, as I put on the atuho. In that meaning, Honorable Odike, your program. Or see, when you move to mining areas, I had the Oka overheating. unya nsu a odi begu radiator mu water tank mu you no get the water because nsu no nyina efi. This is the situation in which we find ourselves today. So Honorable Mutala, I believe in all of you, me Ibaku Kwan frame. But Ghanaians want to see results. That is what we want to see right now. Because the soldiers are just moving on the street. Yenye Jumantina, Nipa Bese, soldier for Bese 10, no, Mu Gadi, the EC boss, J Mensa. Look at it. Nipa Baku, yes, ye go air bathroom. They tonnage from 966,000 metric tons to 330. Look at the difference. And a soldier for Nam Krumha, and a boss, you want Galamsey. What is that?
I'm going to stop you.
What is that? Here politicians, the soldier for a convoy or Krum. Here more Krum. Soldier me here no Krum. They should go and protect our land. Our country must be protected, well protected. So these people must go there.
Sector Minister.
Yes.
Honorable Kofi Boa.
Honorable Muntaka, I know you. Who to me proud be upon promo the Parliament amanafi paper. Into police for Kombeye Juma.
So Trodi, I won't say do baby no
So we need to do all these things.
Necessary.
No. It is not about only these people. Yes.
So because you be pani free no number.
Family say me say me dem if you region. Into family who and no ma transfer me say go and stay in the western region. Do that right. At that particular point family who into ndemi kasanu not because I'm an NDC person. But every Ghanaian living there is suffering because of this greed. So they must move in there and protect the environment. Yes. Oh, I know they say His Excellency Akadada. You see, say, who join me, I'm sure government to bring policy. Do it in a proper way.
Proper money.
But all these things were brought in by Nanado. Onuni were appointing Mekuduka, the honorable member. And almost a matter of machines about your friend go catcher. Eku we are seeing swimming in our cell mem. Almost started the new catcher and say, I do when you almost go catcher no crowd your own use you. MPP for no. MPP for no. Uko Honda, Maka and son we went for election say, share MPP for Neye Galamse Okrumha, Nasa NDC ni Galamse and the MPP regime in Anadwa. Why would they arrest the people? They should arrest them, but they didn't do it because they've shared the lands for themselves. And I'm paying for more Ndemino Bisako baby Moga Magana Fonti and NDC for we must be very careful. Minya you see na on my license no.
Oh hey.
Mineral
commission.
He's still there. On my side you not to ho. Or minya ofrotiriji maintain or kwandiasu. But this 4 years is just like 4 hours. Muma yen yo move through. That's all. Go and check. Meaning, Your Excellency, me paucho mudia yin maintain. I don't hate him because so de bonibia. Matise omasama about 300 licenses. NDC by penya oti ho muma license nu. Oye nanado penya wa appointee. Did you see the game? We don't hate them.
Sabotaging the system.
Their regime should be contaminous with the term of the presidency. No money, no munko. I don't know where the MPP people are. Some of them are chirping today. Do you understand the word chirping? I don't know where they are chirping today. Are we babies in this country? They have started from Apollo 568. Do get to 1969. Aliens Compliance Order. Banka Krakao Makola enye buzanu eni nanado ni papa na pamu Nigeria for free. Amo mafa japade no ayo mudia. So what are they talking about today? They must actually learn to discipline themselves. They should stop chirping. We are tired of hearing of that. Nye omampenyukufo uka hodare okai. Ayedi koko to class and restore the person. He didn't do it. He refused. Sa papa no the compension. What are we talking about here? Nye osafuma for kind of manti. Yes, see, uko de youth employment omusi enyama ho krono adukro ho mina se wo dem a
why ho no
se wo dem ne e na so nkro so aye dem ma obetumi ada this was spray then na wa bia window na bibia ko that is what they say they should go What is it? Senkane donkuma tiasia. Nka ye wasem bisa no. Enyo no medical head ho. I work for the crew for Jusufo. I list edi yesika mamu. Ni yiri asori accountant. Ene accountant man. Sansem weni nyina baye. MPP for nkasa. Toss for today they have the audacity to. They should shut up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. More fire.
They should shut up.
More fire. May I say, Honorable Azeke Daniel Kwesies Asiama, me boni dini say they are making noise. Noise in the doors. Omunye hu he. It is just the beginning.
It means Kufuor time. Only no bidding commerce. Our what? Our deal or our thing has dropped. Omuchi mu kwose BNI wada ho ntuntu aka no saa manafo na mumu kaso say
may he so rest in peace.
May he so rest in peace.
So let's move on.
People should shut up.
Thank you. I like the fire. You move on. Akufo-Addo appointees who have been subject of BNI and that's NIB investigations. So far, Professor Ameya Akunfi, the former board chairman of the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, that's GIF, Professor Christopher Ameya Akunfi was detained by the National Intelligence Bureau, that is NIB, on Sunday, February 23rd. That was yesterday, over his alleged involvement in the failed 3 billion Accra Sky Train project. Thank you. So you can have this one. Nobody can intimidate. Parliament. Nobody can intimidate or silence me. Abronya reacts to BNI investigation and also invitation. BNI, that's NIB invitation. You can have this one too. Now, the Sky Train project controversy. Key facts behind Professor Ameya Akunfi's arrest. Former National Service Deputy Director Kwaku Ohini-Jan detained by NIB and also former director in charge of operations at the National Service Authority NSA Kwaku Ohini-Jan, also known as Osonoba, was detained by the National Intelligence Bureau, that is NIB, on February 22nd 2025. And then also, not just also a Saturday, no, fantastic one. Over 80 public servants asked to move out of government apartment at Rich. Now, no, me more am I say. Go share most of the apartments, no, go for the amo woman. Omo Akufo-Addo ebekuya ane omo allocate sa adane edemema omo. Now no ministers ya yi omo na ebi nya ba ebi nya dan entna. Deputy ministers omunya baby entna and directors in penifo omo qualify for those government bungalows ni ade no omo tifi ena nkofo bi a omo and deserve na dia momo yes about 80 public year servant they say get civil servant right mo se samu kokone mokaka na mote hi ansa na mokoho no mote hi ansa na mokoho abane se san bibi asesa won say ko mo ne na ade ne ba monko na fe yen resete eye Ghana Miriam Mekachiro baby ana wote no sa akotena baby ana wote ansa na yebe allocate sa bangalo na yeden amawo na wo ma mo deserve wo mo boy adwuma de bo adwoma hama no yefo mo kotenem aban sesa ye ba sa no mo so be yeden ebe sa free eye sa bangalos no na tie won we say we mo no ya sometimes mo tiema ya na ye me nwanwa he says say John Dramani Mahama a whole former president you baby anu atie no you say ye je ediama vice president ye je ye nyosa former afo ne nkofo ho na no mote can you imagine na do mama kura no ye mani yi ni niam afiri ho awo se we ye hwan masa wo se omunya dan
shut up
omunya de
onim ne koso NDC MP sa
omu ye bufuo papa
moga NDC MP sa omu wo chamber susu no omu susu omu ya aduabo. I was in chamber 2017. Dambuche Muba. They can use this bungalow issue to make statement on the floor on contributing. Senu ministers nu NDC ministers nu empesa mumpie. Do that. And they gave them 10 days. And amususu ya the NDC for na moye komu na mutuo. In Parliament next year nya sa information no free. They should let them go home. Enti na media MP nu manko bia dem be dia mitia na miti.
I say achew.
Yeah.
because people are any say kasa me mo da so ji akatua wo
Mina
ya pa mo da
they go 2 months o
yeah 2 months money ya trend yen
they should go.
It's a first one.
We are being ministers, works and housing minister and only hope.
Honorable Kennedy.
Only hope.
Yenene Bekasa.
Only Jumantem when you know the Bematu. Your alacrity of work and I remember too.
Obebo Juma.
They should go.
Me for my center.
Ken the Obo Juma.
Monsieur Nyanuntem, Minister Juma.
Who is that?
What was it?
Process.
Who the score goal now? Who tell last minute? I was a man for the for you.
I quite was asked more Japanese.
Okay, into Mugabe started with.
Started with Nado. One more inviting more.
Oh, I'm on more dear, say more dear, yeah, more dear.
Obitimina or that's it. Ora for need in the APM or Yemo Bessie.
Ebimu sleeping places best is not very soon. Omu yet to be, but very soon they will be begging. Omu for say I grown a yedi.
And I say me drive off in some kwano so. Me we mo so ma painty entrance on.
I say you catch omu say.
Mo asento ceiling fine
Mugabe. You catch omu say omu power no. You catch omu say omu renovate ho. Na ye di omu kwa why you comfortable at home VIP session.
What's ye call no? Ye call no. At least I say a whole blog to paint. Mo paint here. Me so me say ho HCC ho kama.
VIP ATS aba. VIP session no.
Na
VIP session of Insawam no anke wo say omunya nyansa nanka omutumi renovate ho because ebimu sleeping places best sound very soon. Na me who say omanu ayedin. Sisi ade 1 month into the administration. Enti ma omanu nyedin. Omanu ayedin. Me who I've seen a couple of them. A couple of them baako say oye press conference. Na nipa na oye yinabi. By now, Crank, I was say I invited no in for national service. You know. It's all Oka national service ghost names movie. I don't know why he's still walking around and organizing press conference. It's in Bacho NIB as a BNI. Munyan in Tem. Let call him to answer. 82,000 ghost names. Yeah, let him come. Yeah, don't spare anyone. No matter what, don't spare anyone. And I mean who say Bakubi under Madam for me bonidi or me who so I post or say NDC for the sa na 2009 ye ba power near ye chichin crofobia and near the yede and I yede na then also the yede na ye no Uncle Sishi Pamcho, whoever is in charge of these your friend is saying arrests and investigations. Mom, don't let it be said of you. As my own friend on Facebook wrote on his page, BNI boss, if you are listening, please. An interior minister and attorney general, all those people involved. Don't let it be said of you. Said this was just witch hunting. Follow to the last. If anything. The last and drop because they are already saying NDC for this I gidi arresting for and we are putting fear in them. Let them know say the NDC of John Mahama 2025 is not what they saw in 2009. If you have stolen money, John Mahama made a pledge to the people of Ghana that he is going to retrieve the monies for the people. Ekunfi, $2 million. Is it 3 or 2? 2 million. Skytrain, $2 million. Mr. Ekunfi took. And yes, it was just on PayPal. Initially, no, Omuka said they paid $2 million for the Skytrain. No, let me full say, just as an agreement, but the cash, $2 million hard cash dollars has been paid to a company which belongs to one of them. Say omo the Skytrain eba. From the time they signed that contract, $2 million no ewe hifa according in ansem. That money must be retrieved, causing financial loss, stealing, corruption, all of them. The charges must pile up for him to come and answer. $2 million can finish. Your friend is saying, hospital. No, La Hospital. $2 million could have finished La Hospital for the people of Accra to have medical facility that they can attend to. But nipa baako Professor Akunfi enkwa assign away Ghana's money of two. Na se bitafrache Professor Akunfi usika, would you give away $2 million of your money to a company that would not deliver? Would you do it? Wofa amazing ebe fiempo na womano 10 cedis say onbe ade ma o na a week wu na wakuma ba eba say place in the usika edwane. Now, wankasa usika government sika, the people have entrusted you with their money. Taxes are yetuya and nanado COVID tax 11 nani yetuya. Now yatuya sika we nyina in a hard manner. Na dia mamwa. Now unkwa for $2 million. Now say what you call the sky trainer, and then yekoka will say we are witch hunting nana oh we enkosi she. Ankosi she and then kofona omo in charge no. And they themselves, they have to answer to the grassroots of NDC because we will make sure say a basic baby. Now offer bakono national service for national service. Last week Mugabe Maase say we shouldn't just shout say ghost names. We have to arrest them and ensure say there's accountability. That is the reason why the people of Ghana voted for us, so that we would hold these people accountable. Because if they had allowed Bawumia to go, we wouldn't have known the extent of stealing. His Excellency John Mahama has said, Onim said now economy was bad. But until he took over, no, he didn't know it was that bad. He didn't know the stealing had. I was listening to, I was in News File or one of the programs on TV. And there was a gentleman saying, on the swearing in 7th of January, Tuesday, on 6th of January, before they left office, Nanado signed cash 3 billion or 6 billion Ghana cedis into a certain account. I transfer from Bank of Ghana, and I was shocked. On the last day that Nanado was leaving office, they signed billions of cedis into a certain account. Contracts that belongs to their people, to pay their people. They did not give the new government the opportunity to come and assess that contract to pay the people. They signed that money and signed it away. So, Nanado government, Onitima, and these people are saying, oh, witch hunter. No. If you are a witch, you will be hunted. Yes. If you are a witch, we are before. We will hunt you. We will hunt you to make sure, says, we will retrieve it. We will retrieve. The people of Ghana are expecting us to retrieve the loot. And today they know more. Another area that must be investigated is the drone. That drone na Bawumia de ba over $12 million Mugabe. Over $12 million. I say yedi fly blood. To what extent was that thing effective? That drone, that $12 million could have built hospitals
to the state.
It could have built hospitals. 12 million. Yusuf Bawumia was the main architect. He took credit for it, for the drones. Into the drones must also be investigated, and if anyone is found wanting, must be prosecuted. Exactly. Exactly. Into Omote ho me who say see Papa we Collins Owusu Amangwa or say the rate at which NDC is coming for their members, they are going to mobilize themselves with their people. Hey, news flash. Collins, Mami Collins, Mami money message. News flash, Collins. Your people will not come out. Your people blame you for the loss. Your people blame your leaders for stealing to the extent that Ghanaians got so upset with them. Mudi no munkwa na mudi ye. Enti edu time mubefia munkwa munfe.
One thing about Collins ne say, no kata asese ne prayer wo de fan ho a wonya no.
Okay. Why is he fighting this?
But when him didn't our cancer, so no now only the good books.
Oh, okay.
Because
he wants to use it to build his career. He wants to build his career based on that.
Chrono bo na do timi wia na woman bia ono na otumi ne ye.
Okay.
The Collins there
but he just said it. He just said say if that's the way we will go, he will mobilize. You can mobilize, but I'm telling you that the people will not even come out. Look, and I know the people, the MPP grassroots will not come out. I'll tell you why I know they won't come out, because when Ken Oforiatta was arrested, when he was declared wanted by the special prosecutor, most of them were out there on social media and on radio saying, Tamana or Odin Kwasiasemna Yekatre and say the economy is bad. And to step down, no, he refused to step down because he had interest that he was protecting. And to say if he's found himself in the long arms of the law now, he should go and face the music alone. And I know, most of the grassroots are very upset. Most of them are even happy that a place like National Service Secretariat, they are happy that it's being investigated and people will be held liable. So the grassroots, they were starving like those of us in opposition. There was no difference between the MPP grassroots and those of us in opposition. And you coming to say you mobilize. You can mobilize. It doesn't stop the law from working. You can mobilize. Shouting. It will not stop the Attorney General from dragging them to court and putting them before the law courts. And I believe, sometimes you see, because they packed the Supreme Court and our court with MPP judges, they feel they have confidence that they can steal and get away with it, because when it gets to the court, they would be acquitted. But my lords and my ladies, please, this is monies that belongs to all of us. This is your taxes. As a judge, you pay taxes. And see, if a politician is found wanting, please do not look at political affiliation, because you are there on the you are there on the if anything, as a judge, you are there on the if anything long term. Yeah. Nobody can sack you because the Constitution protects you until you retire. And I don't see why you think you owe allegiance to the party that if anything appointed you, to the extent that when the party members of which you belong steal monies that we all contribute, taxes that we all contribute to, you will think that, because I'm a party member, until I'll let it go. No, you see, so you Ghanaians, I think this is a opportune time for our judges to retrieve their lost, damaged image, because in the eyes of Ghanaians, they are not too fair when it comes to issues that pertain to politics and politicians.
One-sided.
It's one-sided. It's Ubekaya. When they were attending the swearing in of His Excellency John Mahama, I know more bus were at around conference center. They were in the bus. The people were hooting at them. Yeah. So this is the time. I know the people who appointed them are not in office. This is the time for them to redeem your image and make sure the MPP for the no way we let your conscience do the talking. Make sure that their assets are confiscated. Make sure that you get the monies that belongs to the people. The people are suffering, the people are hungry, and they are tired. They are losing faith in politicians. But it's not only politicians, it's the whole separation of power thing, of which you are members. You are the judiciary arm that is supposed to implement the law. We are there, but you are supposed to implement the law to the extent that people are held liable for things that they do against the state, the things that they do against the Constitution. So let's put our political lenses aside. Let's put the person who appointed you aside, and make sure when they come before you, if they have stolen money, let them go and face the law, so that it will serve as deterrent to some of us. I'm a politician. Some of us, that when I get there, I will remember that when Paul Ekunfi stole $2 million belongs to the people of Ghana, that he was bringing SkyTrain and the SkyTrain did not materialize. I would remember that he ended up in Isawam, and I would do the right thing. So my lords and my ladies, this is a humble appeal from one of your own.
Thank you. Her Excellency Lawyer Zita Benson, the submission and Diego Hodiamayano. Live on TVSYZ and also on Power 97.9. I feel no Johnny show no inside politics here. The Brewer Joada Kosi Fiada, no me Sakosi Enusia on Power 97.9 FM and at TVSYZ. We are live on Facebook, Power 979, so and TVSYZ Ghana, and on YouTube, SYZ Broadcasting. So what Tamalia Kiss me 107.1 FM Bole Nkilege FM WFM Ewo Eyewa Zebs FM wa Zebela Pusiga ya Wempa Sampa Wende FM so ena wo eye Asin Fusua eye Rich FM so utie wo go so ena nanom 92.5 FM Aduno FM wa Sankore na wo bono region so Tiny 90.9 FM on Soko ena Soma FM wo Nkrankwanta wo hu ene ewie ya eye Global 105.1 FM uti region 3 radio stations KFM ewo Pasa Buem FM ewo Jasikan ena Mnywa 79.7 FM ewo Kete Krache landing ye GFM radio ne Fire Life Radio so ena Apple 68 FM ewo Virginia ewo America memo Donald Trump ne krum omonso ATN live ene ewie baby will be a fin do fin na to takrado for multi or sharp 106.9 FM Ziama Lembele honorable Kofibu Okrum also a West End 100.3 FM. Safari Valley Eco Resource Menkancho, so open wildlife experience, open baby, obetimi akojucho ho ama ho ato ura environment to almost say yes, ho come ye papa make for Safari Valley Eco Resort and a day ama wo ye wo dewo in the eastern region Okre constituency ubu when ibeji ye papa what de ye ne ye wo ye June ho ne di birthday June for ne ye special na wo he baby amiti Honorable John Jinapo June, Honorable Azekadongo June, June for no dos, Honorable Agalga June, Uncle Atuaho June, Oje on my right side, Memi John Jinapo June, and Honorable Zita 9th June, and a Mugabe 10th June. One will say, ye June for me say special, ye be bia hoti, and I want to know about June Bones and say, ye mpekata say any prayer, adene ya enye. Ye de kan no krachire ni timemufo enti say ye wo June ya see book dada eto ho because June ho no e free first na Zanaton su June fo no mu na ekosa ohu ekosa enti one book one tema June nyina no de oswa ye niam ni nyina eye ono book ojo edu asare ono ye ono de last day na wo June no ono ye de ma no enti koju chumbo afon so ka ho enti minua ye nentem said de be ya obeye booking nentem Easter ye eba bebe no wasase na wo booki reservation no na de bibia atoto e de amount amanenefo ya bebe bogasi German bogasi ene Netherlands foi America for ene ye UAE foi omo bedu ahwa na obi akogineni e wo swimming pool ho ye wo gym ho ye nuane no so local and continental dishes na drano pa breakfast papa ye de amount nyaw ni wo ba bia Jesus Safari Valley Eco Resort udu awani beje ene emoi ye de wotna ye electrical basi mu na e de to gas for nsu wom ene jata sebo antelopes ne zebra yi nkola ne hu awon ne beje papa fo mo ko na mo so monyimani samu ya family na mo kwa package no e great ye e de wo mo ne say sebia wanya wodofo bia wodo pa kama pa sene mokona mo pese mu dware a enye amansan swimming pool ni nyina na mokogumo adware family no nyina no ye ba ma won ne wo family no ko swimming pool umpewe na opede enu nti ene wo say o birthday no booking ko enjoy chile ne ehunhia wo chili a wo bewu wan chili a wo bewu ye ba ye pribibia ye kwa ye fa hwenko ti woti ase de menua enjoy Safari Valley omo wo dewo in the eastern region Okre constituency from na awie na no mo ntwetwe nkomo on 05969143940 05969143940 director ene adwuma fo mo nyina ncha kese nkomo mame ko no abo azik Daniel Kwasi Asiamaso Honorable over to you.
Moga Medawase. This sky train asem mitihwa na makaye dano in the floor of the house. Oh yes, 2017-18 and the NDC for leadership ABC say Samusimu di sky train the banti na mu pay $2 million no. Mu feasibility study samaye no ewo he. Muga obeka isela say mitihana me bo Professor Michael Kwedin say onu na ma proye ni katasise ebedukuru Ghana. Why were these people able to pass this on the floor of the house? Because they were having 169 MPs and I 106. Do you get it right? So they used their majority to bully us. Satan na Professor Michael Kwedin who kuntan who can be beyond. Now, the constitutional reviewer me pese ye any say. Ye review because say no me share me list so a enye Professor Ameya Okunfin kwa nesesem ko. The minister, the substantive minister no, of railways, that time na ye jogate. Esese onu susu na enfra no. Se enye onu na asan ni kura. Onu susu wati meeting wati bibi afa ho. Ena the minister for what? Parliamentary affairs. Chairman Sabonsu. Onu na esa ko ji nsem no every cabinet no. Ediba parliament. Ena wa jina so abua minister say yen pass ade no. Ansa na speaker na nkasa no aba. It is aska no. Esese yen jiska. So in that me ko bebi na mu say o ena Professor Meya Wekunfi wanya 8 years etie for muntie yen fa Professor emfa nya hwe ye de yesika na ehwehwe sikana misi sikana na ehwehwe na eba mu say na chikata koje enye causing financial loss to the state bien no ye minia bien no ye onu do enye Ghana ni he obi sena min sister kan MPP ni bi kase bi chairman dey me ya o send this for the moon to me 5 people ni bi ankoje na mo MPP for no omo no mo track record say omo jeliye ni say wurade nyankopon so jail them me say na ebeba mu say obi atumi di $2 million e dey akoma Mauritius for say omo the sky trade di ba me say me was story no Mauritius for na di esika o emra sika no nyamba ye no ana usahwe a sika no atena ho sa ache be say ko 7 years why would causing financial loss to the state and are stealing enchi nipa na mananko jail ebechi no cathedral da ha adanti nipa nko da jail in the name of the cathedral na yemfa nkai nyankopon Jesus Christ mena enyo munkwa wono mu ye secretary ni board me yen structure jail no obi nko 1 month obi be ko 5 months obi ko 1 year at the grading of the thing their involvement in the deal then no be ko na mi na ma akuma to ye fa se we bia fa nko traditional court yen die tribunal o pentem so say o dira o petrotro nya se fa drop na we
na national see the hon
o be che
taxi drivers no say fast track if I buy enti ebetumi ebia mo
o petrotro unya na o fa dropping enu na ye no tribunal no na ye nko no ntem anu wana ni ntem minia usube fu trotro that line na ye tin buka ti se wo David AG Honorable Attorney General Ayemi Mr. I know you. I was on the same floor with you, 6th floor, and said I'm free parliament. Minimum pa. Ye we jumanu. You see, they are gonna do. We need discipline. The time I was a teacher said, "Nkodanu ye de wo classroom and now for our bar." Into job anu Jones akoda bia yes say no say classroom now quiet. That is what we are looking for.
Discipline.
Yes. We've become, including myself, we've become pupils in a class who don't want to listen to lectures. Who crack the cane. Quick. Because this type of things are no. say obi akofa ye sika 58 million so ko si asori dan wansi and na wasa jani panu say onko aden. Then it means we are condoning corruption. So you ask yourself, what are we teaching our children? We must teach them a very good lesson so that yankodanu ebesuya. Into omubeba, they will continue like that. Abronya sema wukano. Abronye nu tiyo. Abronye nu nyentia. Media means so crime also evidence of 550 million. So evidence nu NIB phone country so on send auditing document meaning actually say omo person who send sika no enfa wamba into obeche. Thank you. Obeche wo dem ho. Now you auditing. No jarabia ne she no. And so the way there as in the help me catch them one before. So because say na mahamachin munti o se mo anya account ya me dey my accounting. You see obi kita specific amount 550 na say we auditing any evidence and yes sir that is what we just want to see because here Sasika Sampanyam His Excellency John Dramani Mahama every Sasika no do man because here Sika e complete agenda 111 say na do catch His Excellency Mahama say me ko imu bombodi na we agenda 111 kwancha DFA Sika na di yo inti here Sika no na epenti mo bia nka hwinkyere abronye anukura no woni ho nti anukura no na yes anukura evidence base because abronye no time na nado etumi fa ni 300 fa ko America no wante 26 na ma ne yemu ye ne ya na nado tumi fa oko conference no nipa 300 omuji thousands of dollars per day. Plane. Yes. And no they are brilliant. $17,000. Missy abrilliant. Omu conference bi kura mu ko duro ko ma omewie 300 Ghanaians omu di omu tuero plemu di ko America. And no they are brilliant one thing. So please yes Rama ejuma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama eba bayenu. Enya bro na nipa bia yesika kani botomu sa wodi krado bakra di chichiri ni ballot no yemfa hama ni so na yentwem na yenyi yesika evidence here. Yes, these are the things. Fantastic. And that is what we must be doing right now. Fantastic. No obia hu say obia ni abre National Service Secretariat for Matisa Obano Morocco ono de ombra obia anya no show ombe chireye. So musi fourth estate no otwantranyesa na senipa di tumi pie ewo payslip su be say 226 times a ekwen am afa so de yesa den odi bra na be kireye digitalization boni nipa ewo 18 years 81 years obusu ye national service 72 na government tumi antumpo a ye hwe kwan papa edi be 2 gold 81 years ni national service. So all these things, people they should come out. Now you should send a new menu SCT. No, the time was Mustafa sports minister. Former sports minister. National yes. No, my sister, no, me chair of parliament or your service. So there's problem with this money. Yes. 2012. Me coming we say omala one siba ebi 1 cedi mina say we obi 1 cedi and na nipa no be call be say 100,000 mentor enyeska. That's right. Ebi no 50 pesos. No mu di wo msa ebi no so mu so abobusia and asika no they can sit down deliberate no mu discuss their two account. African games here Ghana ha no. Yes. Aduane kwa wache $50 million. Yes. Asante be dey to ire no mo dey say wache $50 million. Friend say tax for journalists. Yes. $4.5 million. Moga, I'm giving you my personal experience. National service ni wan control so pelum. And now omuti ho no mu discover their go mo account mu. After no mu yi with interest. Wa okrono. Now they are taking those monies with interest. Until they sat down and do all these calculations at their mom. So much yes, no more benefit. Me de na me kan me say ya tromum bebe kan krenchre. Very well. Na you say excellence.
No me say me dey bibi kakra kan abronya de no. Go ahead. I say they have started shouting say ye pese ye suppress freedom of speech. Share
Since when?
Freedom of speech comes. Freedom of speech comes with responsibility. You just cannot come and make allegations against people and then shout freedom of speech. And nana don't know. Ukasa na nyampa ahomache uda ho a na ya be fa woko boy we out Twitter no sa boy ne friend say young man bi omuko bundle no your friend say bongo ideas omuko bundle bongo ideas ahomache awada and omude ni to pick up echi. Since then oba no they put the fear of Nanado and God in him. It say he went down. But under Joma Amano, we will give you the chance to come and prove yourself. You see, he who alleges must prove. Una waka se Joma keep 550 million Ghana cedis. Ewo Flagstaff House, na Jubilee House. Na Jubilee House a bank. Jubilee House a bank of Ghana. Those times, you know, Mugabe in 2016 I was say some George do the right thing, do your thing. Jata man, do your thing. That station, do your thing. She Mami Gantremo 2016, this is how Abronye and Wound to Me and Co started. This is how they started. They what allegation didn't they make against your mama? Almost a hotel of Dubai. Later, Teche Free Fabekache said he and Captain Smart made that thing up, and it is not true. It was only in the vindication of time that John Mahama himself was cleaned, because as time went on in the 8 years, Ghanaians came to realize say sana nyamana abronye wun to me san omudi go ni sono sana ni nyampa, and they have started. And if the earlier we nip it in the bud, the better it will be for us. If we sit down for in a month, less than a month of him being in power, Abronye has gone on Wound to Me TV, and it is that medium, that Wound to Me TV and co they used to destroy the image of Mama. And see, they have started again. They think that look, and I'm telling them that John Mahama of 2016 is not the John Mahama of 2024, because he has learned his lessons. 2025, he has learned his lessons. And see, if you think you are a man in MPP and you think you use jandam, then jandam is the word they used. That jandam means lies. They will make up the stories against you. You go and sit on TV or radio and make allegations that he is keeping 550 million Ghana cedis belonging to Ghanaians in the Jubilee House, or a bank warehouse, or a bank safe. And then this is pure lies, and the NDC communication must rise up to it and kill it, because look, whether we like it or not, there are people who listen to them. They have viewership. They have listeners, and some people believe every crap that they are fed with. And see, when you say that, what he's saying is not true, and see, you won't counter it. And one thing I will give to Nanado and his government in the past 8 years was that immediately they issue a statement and say that what you have said is not true, and then put you on the spot. But if we are going to sit down, our communication, those in charge of our communication, they are going to sit down and let these allegations pass without issuing statements to let the people of Ghana know, say, Enyampa, then it's going to stick on the man again, like it stuck on him in 2016. And the Abronye should be picked up, sent to BNI, and let him know there's a new sheriff in town. He is no longer under sheriff. There's a new sheriff in town. He is no longer his party is no longer in government. He cannot do certain things and get away with it. And see, if he lied against the president, whatever punishment it is that he needs to, or he should come and prove that this is where I saw the money, this is where the money was taken from. But no lie should be let go, because there are people on TikTok who believe these things. There are people on Instagram and Facebook who believe these lies, and we must not let these lies come to stay.
But I say, Ogusutie inside politics and we're here live on TV SYZ and a power 97.9 FM. Yevasa that can say Mfama yena boa for power specialist about hospital. Yema mi adua ya wasemen country wo say hepatitis A, B, C, D. And I yini been etete or a fatty liver, a sciatica, a prostate, minu bema and a hawo. Uno penny baby na ateche man a ulcer, a component su minim and a fibroid and mano to tumiko na kwa mami ho no mwao. Power specialist about hospital or a year 3 branches and a work gun ha. Would do any chick commerce or for years, like Muslim train a year a put to a job, contemporary so, or need just go filling station or any dim share any moon. Would do any chain can hansua, Quabenia, Pukwa CCP contemporary so on a block at Trino, and a dim any more pepe, baby a block factory no one any moon, a Quabenia Pukwa ACP contemporary so one I'll be huno. Takwa de wa Anaji Estate or Ben Anaji MA Primary School no would do any Echewa or between a boa when you were yarisa. Tutu Mirikai, na free my me one and to on 0244 544422 0244 544422 free my me aduaya or babuao. Medimosis Clinic and Eba Center Nasuye and Yedu Enei Medimosis Asuye and Wadi Medigale capsules said ya bedjaso. Na when ya Medigale capsules ni bina oboba ebuani peduani ye papa ba buama moja timidini peduani mafrisani ye onai unsaya na 83 no ni nyina tubichas anasi acheme ebe bua busti immune system no ameni peduani ejina na so brane emanom kope Medigale capsules ni bine bobo ni betimi amboa we your penfo amennom sanso you be a wunya mfie be edu nsie koni ni ma mennom Medimosis Asuye wasebra say a prostate problem emema no sexual weakness maybe wo montimi emmo adwuma yie when say nipa okura din bibrebe no na chetu say na adwuma eso ani wutin dey say Mugabe Maase atankolega biga the capacity man na che say wo boy adwuma yie wutin din bi ti say Honorable Isaac Daniel Kwesi Asiama no che when say yes Judith Airborne Genesis ni dinwa na adwuma so so ani no sexual weakness the environment feature male and female infertility ko no wow osunya bani be shewachi say hypertension etete we diabetes sciatica typhoid fever malaria stroke and say dental problems ina no what they call Medimosis Clinic and Eba Center obeso ano e de aboa wo ne wanya wayaresa hwe ne kira kwan wa dental barrier woni PlayStation no and the din hwe ni mu ewo AESL building inside Ghana Highways Authority yard our Accra ministry so be hu no ho sanso na je kojo one school for the deaf ni din hwe ni mu kuma sane makoko be hu no ho friend no na one ntwetwe nkomo ewo 0244 068447 0244 068447 ofra bejoso amuzu aba clinic na soye ena yedri na yefa asra ema Dr. Amuzu wasebra na omwaw na omma Amuzu garlic bitters unye bi na no maboye papa e reduce high blood pressure e minimize high sugar level boa ema obi a wanya stroke no ununuma boye papa sanso na control urine flow Pibi no mna mwaw nsisi ni pedua no cholesterol ye woni pedua no nsisi nyi cholesterol ni nyina mfiri ni pedua no blood circulation moja ntimi ni pedua no frisa ni ye na usujina wona so brane pharmacy shop herbal shop de ben won bowra hwai udura also pe Amuzu garlic bitters ye free Dr. Amuzu Asuye fe Dr. Amuzu o to bi akoton o tu no dodo no fe no 0247 776743 0247 776743 o fe Dr. Amuzu Obejoso. You may call in Roma, Abraham Hills International School or Media of the Nsawam Road was admission Gusua Koso na Obano pa admission Eddie Amana to Tumika on a coho or Ben Media Presbyterian DHS Nepe who drew media no be so biaso pe Hebron Hills International School Najini Din that see what fefe Uriamusua kama cheche for no so abemo mofrano abdaji ye papa na wasebra obano wawone nge ekosi mfie no Montessori ntete ne de bema no bibi omo obi a learning materials everything free United Kingdom ko na fa ba ne ko obi a na wo ye adwuma ewo krom ebi te se bi a ministries any ade wotense won mote ado agire wote 3 junction amasaman ene ne patemu Kwanse state ana se Macedonia wo pobi mana sapema tumirika na fa wo ba ne brand temanopa no nsia kren no wabie wodo ba ne ba na wo so wetumi ko adwuma na bi a wo pese wo ko adwuma nso a enkoda ne bepon no na wo so woda so wo adwuma mu nhyehyeye wo kama wo ho a ye bema wo kwan kosi be yese be no nsia ko no nso na wasan ba no aba be fa wo ba no wunya we wo baabi a just Hebron Hills International School there free wo ne say wo se wa bi akonya ediama lower and upper primary to betimi akope admission ediama wo ba no wo se excel and shine and no machine so de tutumni kai na komedie no muntimi emwa wo as natural mineral water eyeyi na abefi party bi eye wedding engagement wotopono edia frɛ eye adofo se junfo de edi e birthday enwa na edidie nsu edi Ghana fo nyina giatum wura his excellency John Dramani Mahama Fia Maame Lodina first lady enwa no onom prof na Jino Poko Ajiman eye yon vice president enwa no onom onu abujilo Zebra chief of staff enwa minuaba Valerie Soya doctor enwa sanso ena sandogbe ni fie enwa wura ye maame eye nana oye enwa na he Babia ministries, department and agencies, Babia be ready as in S natural mineral water. And no, me Mugabe and one, and many angels no, a bushing in a yenum. Honorable Zita Bedu ni fee bibri. Honorable Isaac ni fee bibri. Ubia was Muga in Sway de Pau, Ubia Jatum. Was what the war yeding. Kotobi, now so far you jaton, Ubenya son faso. In soon so bore our form, and then soon so Dankasa. And yana yanum for the holism for the Anaya go supermarket. I would do no more. We who ram me come so be or binyabi. We do University of Ghana and Legon. Students in Sua or more enum AS natural mineral water. Pebinum now also obey the four. Wejina wona so ye ana aboko jochumbo afo wase moga meso eno na mene me papa ene me maame ene abusuani nyina yenom nti nsuani de eye papa pa ono aboko ami agoja roads and highways minister enu bi ne wonom ono abu John Jinapo enu anu wonom ono abu atofose enu ono abu Kofibu a enu obi ajatum maame ono abu Helena Joanto so enu anu wonom na ma Faustina Nelson wase moga es natural mineral water ne de nsuani adu Ghana fo nyina enum bi why jumako nyina dawro manete echi edi dwumedie edi brewo ewo TVS YZ na power 97.9 FM yekoye nanim Council of State say swearing in Bibia take place mahu say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enedai ushia Christian Council. Echina ne first sooner. Ti de ekoso de obey inherit ye ni nyina waso magana for ye den ehu. Ti share Council of State. Yenya Council of State na fe yemra Christian Council. Nhemu omu ni share omo say agenda 111 no. Mon hwe na omo nani nko. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say yenya 1.7 billion US dollars. Asa ni timi complete sa project no. Na fe ye de ochina State of the Nation address and so atwaso expectations Ghana for the oho. My measure is in free Her Excellency Lawyer Zita Benson. Over to you.
Thank you, Mugabe. Let me say Agenda 111. Agenda 111 Nanado never promised a join COVID. First, was obey 88 hospitals, and or they be back on. Yeah. And a year 111. Yeah. Na in there, who say it was a vain promise. Nothing came out of it. Now, as a government, before you make such a promise, you should know, say, do you have the money or not? Yeah. But with Nana Adomu, I think that they felt that Ghanaians were kind of, I'm sorry to say, foolish. And see, they will just make their promises and get away with it. 2020 election, They were going round and cutting sword. Say, Umbesi Hospital, Agenda 111. Now we're cutting sword. Agenda 111. Now we're cutting sword. Or cutting sword New Year, and that was the end of Agenda 111. It's a very, very big project. Even building one hospital is not easy. I personally have faith in His Excellency John Mahama because Obi Awaye bi dadie say okas obeye. Now, as we speak, I can't point to one hospital. Nanado, renovate ye. Nanado, esi. However, I can point to one hospital. Nanado, ebubu ye. Went to me. NCBM. Unlike His Excellency John Mahama, made to me appointed abome makumaso. Me bobo, me bosso. I can't say me coco. I'll beat my chest and say, John Mahama, renovating regional hospitals, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, Tamale Regional Hospital, AC, the Wakumaseno, or military hospital, Afari Military Hospital, Bank of Ghana Hospital, Dodowa District Hospital. And all the clinics that His Excellency built, those that needed renovation, renovating here, those that needed equipment. As we speak, we have been in government for just over a month. When we took over, the oxygen plant at 37 wasn't working. The oxygen plant, oxygen, air life, air. If you can't breathe, you don't have oxygen, you're going to die. A lot of lives were lost because Omuko do 37. You say oxygen, and it wasn't just 37 alone. Tamale Hospital, I remember the doctors came out to say, oxygen plants did not have oxygen. This government and another government couldn't make oxygen a priority for the people, sick people of Ghana. And so, you're taking over 37 military hospital. The good news is that their oxygen plant is working. And the sad part about that was that when you go to the hospital and you need oxygen, they won't tell you the oxygen plant is not working. Now they see so. It's one person who want to make home. Now the adena see so oxygen ember. And see where you kill me quick. You see so who make a cry now who no and no you see because the adena see who until less than 5 minutes no na wako to na nanumu insiedo. But I'm happy to announce to Ghanaians, say the oxygen plant, His Excellency has ensured, say there's oxygen at 37. And I hope the other hospitals that don't have oxygen would all be equipped to have the necessary oxygen that they need.
Sector Minister of
Defense, or when it comes to health, the NDC government led by His Excellency, we know what we are capable of. We know what he can do. We care for the people. And we know, say, Agenda 111, no, I listened to what His Excellency told the Christian Council, or say he would work with some of the missions. Into missions, you know, or more hospitals that are no government to come in and rehabilitate or renovate the hospitals and equip them. So that hospital, that mission hospitals will be run by them, but it will serve the community because government will have a stake in it, which is a very good idea. Because people are really dying. Why are people dying? People are dying for simple things like bed. Bed. Uko du kolebua. You say no bed. Enti kofie. By the time I will be moving. Ube moving from left now. Exactly. Ube moving from hospital to hospital. Not to say we patient and now we nipa on the call. You know. Now we because there was no bed. And it's a very good good thing that His Excellency said. Say only missionaries no more hospitals because I know say Catholic hospitals or more mission clinics, new hospitals, baby. So you can expand it for them to become a hospital, and then the people in that area or in that region would benefit from it instead of starting from as fresh where we are not going to get there. Because if we are going to wait for 1.7 or $1.7 billion, then those hospitals will never come to life. And so what we can do is to work with what we have. It is a very good thing that he says he's going to do, and I'm very happy about it. And I know, say, La Hospital, like I said, Nanado did not build a hospital. He did not build one, yet he broke one down. He demolished one. For what reason they demolished La Hospital, I don't even understand. Still date, I will keep talking about it until it is rebuilt, because I am of Ga origin and I want my people to have their hospital back. Our people also deserve it. Until our hospital must be rebuilt so that we will show Nanado that Conan the Destroyer, he destroys, whilst His Excellency John Mahama is the nation builder. He builds. We don't destroy, we build. Into hospitals need who he she say Kenoforiata, he was in charge of our finances. He was supposed to release monies meant for Agenda 111. He didn't. However, Oyare no or Hifa.
Oh, America.
Yes, Oyare, special prosecutor Shano. Only Ghana because Oji Ayaresa ewo America as a UK was America.
Special prosecutor
as finance minister, if he had built hospitals, if he had put in modern hospital gadgets and equipment, he wouldn't need to, because I can tell you, say, our doctors are very well learned. They know their work, but they don't have the equipment to work with. Unipa yara ma wako kolebuda. Ebia na oda 6th floor. Na wo say okoye scan. Almost scan enye ejuma. Inti wa wo yare no na afa we si ambulance wa na obetua. Ye be fa wa si ambulance mu na de wa ba Koko clinic. Like Kolebu is a big huge hospital. And say they should have everything there. But they will now who labs na Kolebu opposite across no. Even common scan, common scan, you would have to leave Kolebu and go over to across the street to go and do lab tests. Anapano, Mikaisen Papayare or Koda Kolebu, Anapano, Omoba no mama tubes, no, near Trower who said this is a lab test you need to do. And see, Yadobako Kolebu, Uber ambulance, now across the street. So the hospitals, apart from renovation and building new hospitals, we must equip the hospitals to the extent, say, a sick person must not worry about going for a CT scan at Koko Clinic. A sick person must not worry about lab test for him to get up and walk across the street, Kolebu, because private people know have set up the labs and they can do it, but there's none in the hospital, which is a damn shame that we have money that goes to waste. I guess $2 million that has gone into SkyTrain that didn't materialize. Yet CT scan at Kolebu is not working. It's not working. And so those are the issues that we need to look at. And I'm glad say finally Christian Council, they have found their voice. They are back on the block. Let's welcome Christian Council. You are welcome. You are welcome. Christian Council, we are welcome. To welcome home. Now, yes, we saw you in 8 years old.
Thank you.
And the Christian Council, we saw you in the 8 years when we were shouting. We were shouting and we were saying no bear syndrome is killing our people. It's killing us. When we were shouting, CT scan is not working at Christian Council, you were quiet. Yes, Christian Council, you were quiet. Christian Council was quiet through it all. Look, Christian Council was quiet when in 2020 election 8 people were killed by Nanado for him to become president. Christian Council was quiet, and so they say nipa or what's as a listening president that they think that they can talk. For whatever reason that you were quiet, whether it was intentional or not, you are forgiven. You are welcome. You can still talk. We will listen to you. Yes, because His Excellency is a perfect gentleman. He believes in God. He's God-fearing. He believes in serving the people. So he will listen to you. He will take in your suggestions and your advice, and will do accordingly. So you are welcome home. We want to hear more from you.
State of the nation address.
In the coming days. As for the hospitals we build, my priority is for my Ghana people, like General
Well,
Hospital.
ENT also the other for Honorable Isaac. You really enough for Yaba a yes to the election address.
Muga Isaac, who is on our cow? Muga, one was a meeting. I guess here. Saying I do get in as a friend. Once about social media, say I invite you. We know the history. I know the history. Unnecessary friend. You got a new railway, 2 million sky train. Maurice, unnecessary. Once I invited you.
The train, they are not from the Korea, saying that they could be an
yes, you see, 2020 MPP before the campaign. Almost in another day now from now, but we have said now so many and you will the check. No, Muga, I think the meeting between the Christian Council and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is the most sensible meeting he has had. If you go to our constitution, they say we have Act 2020, which speaks about public-private partnership. Baby, Ghana, any meeting I'm having, we need to open up the economy. Now, at the same time that we need to open up the economy, niska, a buying kasa niska. Se baby, Ghana for was catching a buying. Ghana for mia obi no mu de agu container mu omu de ahia fom ususu mama we duma mpese wo ye wo mu frame 20 containers ehye minister bia fom e wo eastern region ka kire 20 containers 40 foot amu de kogu ho inti be hu se sa container no de na egum e na akoduro on se 12 ya hu gold ni dollars me see 20 e wo baby o e wo eastern region baby o afom o abefom. They are listening to me. Now, so when it happens to this particular point, we need to bring a lot of people, individuals, your friend of public-private partnership. How can these groups partner with the government to deliver for the people? And we meeting make us sensible in the sense that the churches today, Senka Omankasa be Peninsula, agenda 111 we no asori akese wo Ghana hanu ye nchema mu baku uji collection na fa ko sheho na fa asori manu yare do get you asori manu tua de tight enye sa eno mu ye collection be 2 or 3 times on Sunday binu tumi kwa anopa akọ ewia akọ nyumre
second and third service
omusika no media menimre obi sika, but in the nation building these churches should also know that they are partners in development.
They have a role to play.
They have a role to play. Inti abanu nanado kono wakachire His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say, "Shena we agenda 111, but the asikano wonu wan kanchire no. Was signing 6 billion. Say na eka me see on the 6 billion vans eminam krom ha sika e wo krom ha. But one first as cannot farm His Excellency. So he has to think outside the box. How do we go about it? The Christian councils, the individuals who have money, the government must look, the ministers, never say, open the gate for this type of engagement. Because Ghanaians, individual Ghanaians have money. Let us draw how we can partner with government to deliver for the people. Because 4 years is just like 4 hours. Say no kind days are qua you call 2 months so out of the 1,000-something days are over 4 years. So we need to partner, and that understanding must sync with everybody who has the resources to help. And the most important group in this country, any religious bodies. Me in say Christian Muslims for Susu will be. And the traditionalists for Susu say yen ya koku bonsam tumi ya billboard kese unim ne bo no dia see ho say omafomra e na wono mu tondrondroi omu se unum we ya na we say abanu. All these people no, they can help to build the nation. They can help to build the nation. So I think it is the right thing to say at the right time. The churches should help. Everybody should help. Those rules are there. Some of us, we have documents in public-private partnerships in health.
Because education side, a lot of secondary schools in Ghana.
Yes.
Mission schools.
Mission schools. Mission schools. For now, let's give it to them.
Being disciplined, cry, so Catholic, hospitals near.
Yes.
Say you call Omoko strike here. Omo.
No. You can go. You can go.
Hospitals, you know.
Yes.
Strike.
According to say military hospital, police hospital. So. And no, they structure the economy. Yes.
And apart from that, we have a lot of medical professionals.
Yes.
Nurses school to say 4 or 5 years ago. They are there. If we can
open up
the mission hospitals and upgrade it into a hospital status, they can employ these medical professionals. You see, it can even be in the form of build, operate, and transfer with them.
Yes.
And see, the management and everything of that hospital will be in the hands of the mission hospital.
Yes.
Then they would engage the nurses and the medical professionals.
That's right.
So that you will not spend money to go and do a nursing training and then come and sit home for 4 or 5 years. His certificate becomes redundant.
Yes.
It becomes useless.
Those are the things.
I think that we should really consider that.
Those are the things.
It's a very good idea.
Now. Even in the provision of hostels, look at right in the universities. She said, "Danny boy day, and then so the few who are taking the advantage, and even the government institutions want to join the fray, which is putting so much pressure. On us. Right. So the health, the education, the road, do that right. The road sector. Nina, Obe say bridge be or you see ye percentage bridge no ye nyas kanu. Open the economy for the people. Gold, they should bring the gold. Let's melt it and then use that money to build bridge. Kumasi na almost so profit. Do that right. And yes, I'm not saying they should seize their gold. They should bring it for investment because almost the adwe ne body ade chichire no. Do you get it right? Ghana no ne sra de any gold no. Mo amukita gold or container no. Mufabra Mugabe Maase wenya unsama minche obi ma minche ni pana migai anaba sama okay
yeah 5 minutes
that's right
state of the nation address expectation nyame aduma watchina his excellency John Dramani Mahama ne Ghana for be din komo here is the state of Ghana baby agina says excellency
the pass his excellency will be addressing the nation. What I expect what we've come to meet nothing should be covered. I mean everything. The Ghanaian people must know the extent of damage that the MPP government have done to the economy, to our nation, because for the past 8 years they were in total control. It was a government. People were even afraid to talk. Journalists had to even run from the Obiti said Manase Azuri say Ojani South Africa. This is the time Minim said the transitional committee have done some work on what they came to find. Oral has also done some work on what they have found. The ministries by now would have given their reports. And I'm expecting His Excellency to tell us the route and the way forward.
Yes.
And I believe that one of the way forward, personally, that I've heard the Minister for Finance say we should expect in tomorrow's SONA will be that e-levy and COVID tax and betting tax is going to be removed in the budget. And those are some of the things, because betting tax, the youth are really looking forward to it. And if we get rid of it, if we get rid of those, the Ghanaian people would get a little respite.
The e-levy and the betting tax.
Yes, right? in their pockets. I have seen another group of people telling His Excellency say money. Now, on keeping on funding education or something like that. I mean, it's a good idea, but I feel that it's a trap. I feel it's a trap for him because he promised the people, say, and see, if he listens to those people and then keeps it now, then the same people are the ones who are going to point fingers. Aha. So I personally feel that it's a trap. Plus, I really think that COVID tax shouldn't be there. Personally, I think it's against human conscience to even tax us for COVID. Look, when COVID came in other jurisdictions, in other jurisdictions, the government gave businesses money to support private businesses. They did. Every citizen, including residents in the US, got something small to socket themselves, including children. But in our own situation, monies that were given to government, over $400 million that were given to government for COVID, given by World Bank and IMF. For COVID, I think World Bank gave us $400,000 or 400 million.
Millions.
And then IMF also gave 1 billion or something. What happened to that money? Those in power spent the money. They stole the money, and then they turned around to tell us they were giving us free water and free light. And after COVID, said that because I gave you free water and free light, I'm now going to charge you COVID tax so that I would defray the money that I used in giving you free water. It's like giving you one thing with this hand and taking it back with this hand, which really was very dishonest on their part. And we are still paying. I didn't enjoy free water, but I pay COVID tax. I didn't enjoy free electricity, but I pay COVID tax. And I think that COVID tax is wrong morally and should go.
COVID tax?
It should go. COVID tax. It should go.
So you're expecting COVID tax, levy, and betting tax?
There were promises we made, and the point I'm making is that people are saying that people are saying that he should keep it, but I'm saying that it's a trap. I'm saying it's a trap. Money, I know he's a man of his word. Money, they are the same ones who say that, say a catcher say he won't keep his word. Okay, so be 11 said as well. So I feel that is a trap personally. But personally also, I feel that something like COVID tax is wrong morally and it should go.
Very well.
Yeah, Muga, tomorrow is the day that we're looking forward to. Into Senior Her Excellency Kain, all the rot are Oma Katasuno, His Excellency Oyimbra, na enyina na yenhwe na enye preko. Because obeti omusi adisi a print sika. Sa sika o print no. Ochina yepe the actual figure. Sika adisi e printi ye. Cathedral no enye $58 million nkwa na ye sika no. Asasi a Mali embassy for asasi anyone no mase o ma japade ni nyina no. We should put that quantum together. Now you will say in the name of cathedral that never was, we have spent maybe close to $100 million because assassin those things are very, very critical. Also, senior MPP Fuaka said they have catered for 5.7 million free SHS students, but the record is showing that they have catered for 3.5 no. 2.2 million Miss calculate there, and I will for charitable figure of 5 cedis a day no in Crawford Tifa air conditions no more 11 million Ghana cedis a day. Inti sanya money nyinanu ye pese ye hu. Inti at the end of the day no who calculate it to 1 year to 3 years no money now billions. So we want to see that sika omujinu in kansese ye nkoda ekomudio mu ewo free SHS. Because we took our oil money that we've never gone anywhere to borrow. The money every day. Unya to fuel ana ye tombi mama nonia. Na sekana akoto futunumu. We want to see all those things. Ena ESLA, Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. Sa siko matasini nyina dini nyina manfanya fe no. We want to know the amount. Na utumi yiwe nyina maya your excellency. Na be we say yen MPP for din komwa. Na nkomo no na ye de. Na ya piki baku Africa na ye dia momu because basic nenu they are still defending the rot and the indefensible. Nyama ancestor omu defending because they've created a whole secretariat for free SHS oma disika sa meanwhile enye nana domresu na secondary school sha se wo mamu oma gitumi no afri SHS for nchen. So we want to know all these things. Ekwan every temamoto were and about edi kwa akosombo omu yenu tise kokwasa no. We should know the amount of money they have taken for that road. Because enye sa road se no mu yenu enye sana Rollins ye sa road in the 1990. Odi gu efompa sana wa rezi road no. Se anwea no mu di gu ho. What is the cost? Ye pese who cost no. And quarter 13,000 roads or see why no. We want to look at the cost per kilometer for a graded road, a cost per kilometer for asphalt road, a cost per kilometer for a new road. We want to see all these things. Now on say no ko catch Ghana ni say nanado adia brono na obetiasie. That is what we are expecting tomorrow, and I am sure he's going to deliver on that. That is very, very important. Sika miamia SML. Moga SML sika. Aka no forata so wa botra yare. Yare de betu obia o. Yare betu obia nti onye ntem no mra. Onsambe to date no emfaso. Because I could remember very well. Say Victor Salome odansawam kra na gas cylinder ni we e max dani hwene so. Yes,
Mr. Tevi.
Yes, yes, NCA. NCA.
Yeah, one of them.
Yes.
Did I make us a special prescription?
This is MPP. This is the reason why I'm saying that the MPP people are chirping. I said they are saints in this country.
Our eyes.
But no matter do okrom hanu. Enya sem keto.
Obi e the money yan so me answer questions. So no trade that or there. Be serious.
Can you tell you a purported criminal telling the judge the day you come to court? What to be that? So NIB for so mundi e chirenko sika mundi e chirenko ko hu bebi akeno for ata ya pastor biana lawyers mpenyifo be gina no omu kan sem kire no mundi e chireko senanado tumi high aeroplane na be gina tamak ye tua so many thousands per hour ye wunu samu fru aeroplane ko bebi akeno for ata da hospital Ghana ye wu munko na munko hu Fili gadochi enye mogaje sana utakano na yemfa mo emfa Ghana for. So all these things are very, very important. One of muso munye Marine Drive ewo ministries echeha sa sika ni nyina no ma somebody akese minimso ma discabia fa ho munhwehwe ho ni nyina inde be kase won se wi na ntwina mu wi ana na mu ni bia ka wododom mu fa we two feet no na mu fa wo omudodom na yi na mu sika no ye
mo dini nyafo.
Muga mechia minia John Opoku ewoja Kajakrom. Master Kweku ewoja sika holo to michao. Destiny Sami and therefore micham woja sika. Irene michao, Meyere Judith michao. And minia my classmate Agbonyefia Samuel. Debbie house send me text message. Papa Jacinto michamu nyina. Eni mu amambo mudimi nyina michamu nyina.
Okay.
That's right.
2 minutes. My fans, my followers on Facebook, Joe Nats, Charles Adumako, Mama Gapel, Ghana, Prince Haj Musa, Hajia Bint Sana, Shelly Fadu, Right to Information, Nathaniel I don't say we are say too, but still we are on. Nikwe Kubana, Yvonne Anderson, Sonia Edinam Aklaku, Charity Sello, Millicent Bruce, thanks for watching me. They are all on Facebook right now, and they are texting that they are watching me.
Go for oil. Go for oil. No.
Also, Muja.
As I say, Yentunia, Echo Hopa, Onipa Vice President at Tam Gold Ako, Wakodi Drama marketer, professional marketer to master's level. Into code the money I do require now commission. Some commission GS already to him. Into winning and Nuntina ever Vice President ever ever interested in selling gold because of commission.
Ghanaians want to know.
We want to know. We just want to know. Yeah, Vice President we want to know. Into Chinanu, I'm also make a parliament. Now Makoti, State
of the Nation. Yes.
Very well. Now my family pen paper. Now I throw note at all.
Okay. Honorable Colenzada MP for SUTF South Oshe your life on Nigeria any Isani Abujanfoni na Chiamu Sanso ena Miami Nua your fire J Subriso any Subriso Nana Subiri so hene na Isaac ne eye mpanifu nyina honorable University Assembly member ne Brasedu ne abusuafo nyina ma megire se wo so ho ye ene anwumre mo amoje ebire na mutimi tie misa eye gama ne abusua ne nyina mo wo krobola subiri so ye chache mo nyina Yankopon nhire obibia na onye obia kese obade ne dom ye ne etenkwama nyame adom ochina bena State of the Nation address ebeba ye de bibia bebre live on TVS YZ na Power 97.9 FM. Hese nyame adom ochina ye Power ye dwabo aso dwumedie ne sanam TVS YZ so de be film na shebedwe film ene ye de abreo kwa menka ne team yima omo ene obrempon omo bewo ehwa omudi bibia bebre live ebono mienu a be possible abetena sikosi no miensa sana no miensa brem mesoma soma besi eye no esi anwumre no esi akase ebo neto aso yama munyina mo eniti edina ne Mugabe Maase obetimi aframe atankolega biga ensesanko bebia dada na yamia shumye nkan bibia alaje scenario bibia wo bia cha kese nkoma ni pension baby ni aye hajia eni abusuafo ni na mamunyina mo eniti
Flip the music.